Uh-huh. Yeah. It's Prov. Yeah. Read my mind, baby, can you see the times? I want you to be my wife, baby, please don't waste my time. I got too much work to do, I just wanna be sure of you. We ain't got no perfect views, but what works for me would work for you. Tell me, would you work for me? Serve God like you serving me. Yes, I'll lead you with certainty, provide for you eternally. To protect you, I'll get out and cock that grip. Bullets take off like a rocket ship, need you passengers out of my cockpit. Rising above this nonsense, we ain't got no sense of time. Lose yourself inside of mine, introspective or collected. Girl, I could be your prized possession.
Yo, what's going on, everybody out there in the chat, in the stream? What's up, everybody? How are you guys doing on this Monday evening? I hope you guys are doing well. Good to see all of you guys. Happy that you guys are here to join me on YouTube and on Instagram. What's going on? There's a lot of y'all on Instagram. Goodness gracious. What's going on, everybody? You know what we're here for today, obviously, to talk about One Piece chapter 1178. You guys already know. What's up? BBT says what's up. Wolverine says, hey, what's going on? Good to see both of y'all. How are y'all? Strawberry in the building says we here. What's up, Strawberry? And we got Mr. Zaza in the building. What's up? How are you? What's going on? Fooly in the building says we lit. That we are. BBT says, how's your day? It's better now. It's better that we're live. It's better that we're here to talk about One Piece, man. Wolverine said, I'm new to One Piece. Well, you might not want to watch too much of this stream, because you're going to be seeing a lot of stuff that you do not understand, because we're reading chapter 1178 today. Hey, your boys in the building, gifted 5 memberships. Dude, you're on a generational run. On a generational run. Appreciate that. Your boys, as always. Good to see you here in the chat, man. What's going on? Sheila in the building says, hello, Za. What's up? JC Vargas says, we ready. We're here. We're here. We're here. JC, we're here. Is it left face Summers or right face Summers? I don't know what you're talking about, but all I know is I better not see Saint Summers again. Saint Summers is gone, okay? We're good. We left him in chapter 11, was it 74? Maybe 1175? We're good. We are good, okay? Let's see. Bonnie boy, what's going on, man? It's been a minute. I know you've been in the comments on the lives. I know you haven't caught a live in a minute. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Slick in the building says, what up, though? Not much. What's up with you? JD, what's up? Nika, what's up? Kezi should be in the chat here. There he is right there. What's up, Jay? What up? What up? And your boys in the building. Remember to hit the like button. Thank you. Bonnie Boy Sai is reminding all you guys, if you haven't already hit the like button, do it. It's free and it helps out the algorithm a lot. So take a second, really quick, to just hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Let's keep it pushing. Bandz in the building says, Team 1, stand up. Yo, if y'all weren't in the Discord yesterday, why are you not? First off, if you're not in Discord, why not? Because this is where the community is. But also, you should be, because we do game night every other Sunday. And Bandz is talking about Team 1, which lost, rather embarrassingly, and Team 2 won, which, of course, I was on Team 2. So, we won that. You know what it is. I think my boy JD got a membership through that, too, which is cool. Okay. Shout out to your boys. What's new intro? It's the same one, but I'm probably gonna switch up again, because I gotta add my boy Bandz into the intro. So I gotta switch it up. Nika in the building says, yo, what's up, Nika? Good to see you. Fresh cut. Hey, man. I'm trying to, lose weight and get it done. Hold on. Wolverine says, yo, can someone send me a link to the Discord? I'd love to join that. Yeah, so you're on Instagram. I can't send you the link because you're over there, but go to the bio and click the link tree thing, and you'll see a link to the Discord in there. So that's the easiest way to do it since you're on Instagram. But yeah, fresh cut. I'm trying to lose weight, which I've lost. I have lost almost 30 pounds. So we're going there, which you guys probably didn't even notice, but look at a video from like freaking 3 months ago. And you're like, oh my God, that dude is freaking huge. Yeah, it's crazy. But you know, just trying to do something different, man. The locks might be gone next week. You never know. You never know. Goop says Smoker joins Straws by January. Okay, buddy. Okay. Lil Ree without the yep. Fresh cut for sure. He said your boys at it. Bro, you know how your boys get down, bro. You know how he gets down. All praise be to God, Usopp. Yeah, we gonna talk about that because before we get into this chapter, I've had time to really think about what happened last chapter, and I have some remarks. That I want to add in. I have some remarks. It's all good in the neighborhood for sure. Bro on IG said, F the spoilers, I'm joining the crew. Hey, man. There you go. Let's see. Ree went to Virgo's barber for that lineup. Yeah, man. I sure did, man. That I did, bro. Oshu, what's up, Rich? Yep, Rich in the building. Let's see. I don't even remember what this chapter is yapping about. I'm here to reread it with you. Hey, man. Well, that's what we're here for. 3D in the okay. It was like a family reunion, bro. Everybody's pulling up at the same time to YouTube. That means it's about to be a lit stream. Man, y'all are all here. Who are we missing? Flynn's in the building too. Flynn is here. I don't even know who we're missing. Like everybody is here. That must mean this is a banger chapter. Only person we're missing is Redface. If Redface pulls up, then it's definitely guaranteed 10 out of 10. Let's see. Where's Dragon? Need him. The dude with the dragon face. Long gang all day, nose for days. Okay. BBT says, what's your favorite One Piece arc? My favorite One Piece arc is actually just so happens to be the best One Piece arc. Objectively, you can't really debate this. It's it has something to do with cakes. Actually not even like partly a cake. It's like a whole lot of cake in that arc. And yeah. You know, you probably heard of it. You know, there's like a lady there. She wears a dress with like polka dots on it. And then there's a goat in that arc that gets a power up. No, it's not Sanji. It's the other goat that gets a power up. You know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Thriller Bark. Oh, stop. I'm not doing this with you. Restop it. Okay. Bark the arc. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure thing. Whole cake. You're right. Exactly, BBT. All right, real quick before we get into the chapter, man. I got some things I want to say real quick. I promise you, I'm only going to talk for 5 minutes and we're getting to the chapter. I'm not going to yell. I went back. Actually, I need to pull the panels up for this because I feel like I'm a little bit vindicated in a way now because, and you know what? People are going to hate me because I give Usopp his credit. I'm going to say that off top, okay? I'm going to give Usopp his credit. This is not taking anything away from Usopp. But since I was jumped last week, I want to give now that I've read the chapter like multiple times since last Monday, and I've had time to really sink in and like internalize my thoughts, okay? So Nika and Bandz, just get ready because I know y'all are not going to like this commentary, but just buckle in, man. Let me cook just a little bit. These are my thoughts. Okay. Upscale for Usopp. Good for him. This is, oh, girl, here we go, Alex. I can't even talk without Alex already being upset, man. This is not Usopp 8. This is just me understanding what I read because I read it one time, then I got jumped. And I didn't get a chance to defend myself. So here we go. You know, Alex, you got it, bro. Okay. Usopp upscale. I'm okay with that. He talked to Imu, had his thing. Yo, you a coward. Even though he's the coward, he told someone else he's the coward. Big deal. I love that for my guy. He got an attack off. I love that for my guy. Okay? I love it. Big deal, Usopp. Praise to be to God, Usopp. Okay. Now, this is what I want to say. Okay. There's a little bit of things that I feel differently about. Let me pull the panels up, man. Because I went back and I'm like, maybe I was getting jumped inadvertently. Okay. Maybe I didn't deserve the jumping. So, in the panels here, man, we were having the discourse about Imu dodging the attack. Me personally, now you guys let me know if I'm tweaking, okay? You guys let me know. I don't think that happened. To be honest, I don't think it happened because I'm looking right here. I literally rewatched this panel. I reread it. I deep dived down. I looked at every pencil stroke that Oda put on this part. I do not see a dodge. I don't see. I was told that there was dodging happen. I don't see it. Alex says Imu redirected the attack, which is about equal to dodging. Not really. I mean, not really, man. I'm going to be honest. Not really. Like, Imu got, that's fine. Imu got hit and that's okay. I'm just saying it wasn't a dodge, which was the crux of the entire debate that we had. So I just want to clarify, I don't see a dodge. I see a redirect, which is fine, but that was not a dodge. Again, that's all I wanted to say. Upscale to my man, Usopp. Good for him. Love it. Okay? We're going to move on because y'all are going to think that I'm trying to say this meant nothing. It's not it. That's not it. Let's see. Yo, you sound kind of slandering Usopp. Look, man, Sanji froze in front of Saint Saturn. Usopp called Imu a B to his face. You're right. That's it. See? Usopp take the move that blew up Gun Moose. You know what? Y'all got it. You got it. We are never gonna agree on this, so I'm gonna keep it pushing. We're not gonna agree. We doing flashbacks on the podcast. You know what? Y'all got it, man. We can agree to disagree, okay? We can agree to disagree because we have a new chapter to read, okay? We have a new chapter to read. Just know that was not a dodge. That's it. Whatever you feel is what you feel, but just know that Strawhat Read does not think that's a dodge. That's it. We're gonna move on though, because we have a whole new chapter to read. Okay. We can disagree. So everyone disagree. Wow. Didn't know we had everyone being a lover of Usopp. I will tread lightly because I am surrounded by snipers. So I do not want to get attacked. I don't want to be Barto in this situation. Thank you, you boys. Thank you. He appreciates the take. Thank you. Reverse the chat. Facts. I'm literally like, I feel like Barto right now, bro. Like, y'all gonna let me sail away and then I'm reading the chapter and y'all are just gonna snipe me while I think I'm good? I'm gonna get jumped again? I don't know, man. Either way, let's get into it. 1178. Waking from a nightmare. And then we have Kid running from a bull. Okay. Kid being chased by a bull charging at his cape. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel like there's more to this than I'm getting off rip. But I can dig it. Actually, wait. Did Oda's... I'm trying to remember. Didn't Oda just say in a recent SBS that everyone that we see in a cover story is coming back? Someone helped jog my memory. He said that they're going to come back or be relevant in some way. I feel like Oda just said that. And like, maybe not this last one, but within the last 3 SBSs, he said something to that effect. And if that's the case, then here we go. Useless Kid. Welcome back to One Piece, man. Cool. Let's see. Alex says it's not a dodge, but it's still an act due to fear of Usopp. I told them this when it came out, but since spoiler says dodge. Okay, so oh my god. Okay, this is my last thing I'm gonna say about it. So when we see, so is this an upscale for Nami too? Because Nami was the first one who received the redirect from Gunko. So does that mean also that Gunko feared that attack from Nami? Because like with the logic you're giving me, Alex, see, since she was the first one to do that and got redirected, that should be an upscale for Nami too. Even though I was told that was a downscale because she missed, and an upscale for Usopp because it hit her. So like, bro, like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting confused at this point. Is it an upscale or a downscale? Oh my god! See this right here is what is killing me. So the redirect of Nami didn't really matter, but the redirect of Usopp matters. What is it? I don't understand. You're saying the redirect was the important factor as to why we're like giving the upscale, but now when it comes, okay, all right, it's cool. It's cool. Nika says I digressed on dodge. He survived the attack. That's fair. That's fair. The only point I want to make is that Gumu didn't dodge. That's all I was trying to say. That's it. But now Alex is telling me that the redirect is what really was important, but when Nami did it, it wasn't nothing. Like, okay. Let's see. Justified. What's going on, Justified? He says, y'all think the bull could be a rep for Shanks? Red cape equals Shanks' hair. Kind of parallel. Could have been. Interesting catch. Could have been. Flynn says Nami got downscale. Oh my god. Okay, Flynn. That's an upscale. You know what? Y'all are all right. Okay, man. 1178. Waking from a nightmare. Let's get into it. Okay, so Frankie, Nami, Sanji, and Jinbe. So we got Luffy. They're saying, hey, it says, hey guys, Luffy. What? That's Brook and Usopp? Take care of them. What's happening over there? You want backup? I'll call if I need help. But for now, you should keep your distance. Loki's gonna get pretty reckless. Coming from you? That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay, so Luffy brought them over here. Got it. Okay, some years ago, a ship of giants was spotted at sea. Their captain was especially gigantic, but they shrouded themselves in deep mist, attacking only government assets whilst remaining unseen. Okay. So he blasts her with his version of the Boro breath, and Luffy is on the way back, but he didn't make it in time. Got it. Okay. Hold on, let me read this. The redirect is important because of the previous damage and the damage after, which is why the redirect is important, as Imu's redirecting to avoid damage and still got hurt. Because it blew up Gunko's body. Nami's attack didn't do damage. If it did, I'm going to respond to that when y'all get up here. I'm going to respond to that. Don't let me forget, Nika. Do not let me forget. Don't let me forget. Body Boy Sai says, somebody said that speech doesn't make sense with this special bounty. Oh, I guess that is him. Okay. Shroud himself. Okay. Okay. At the same time as this, rumors spread far and wide of a massive flying creature. Too tiny. Where are you? And so the dots connected. There you are. You'll pay for what you did to Usopp and Brook. Okay. Huh? Wait, what the freak? Oh, is she leaving? Is Imu leaving? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. This is now more interesting. Okay. Okay. Something popped out. If only thou wouldst vanish off the face of the earth as rocks did. Is that a confirmation now? There's been a lot of speculation that Rox is still alive. I was in the camp thinking that it was possible too. But the person that entered the throne room, could it be possible that Imu wouldn't know the outcome of that person's life? I highly doubt it. I think that would be high on her priority. So, Goro breath, aka rumble breath, but rumble is in reference to electricity. It's valid. Loki with the Herald parallel, attacking from the mist. I could dig it. Loki is looking like a Berserk character behind Imu. I haven't seen Berserk, but I will take your word for it. Imu just pushing the rocks propaganda. He has rocks on ice. He's just lying to everyone saying rocks vanished with the island. I mean, that's possible. That's possible. Look, I'm not either way. But one thing that One Piece has told me is if I don't see a funeral and a body for you, then hey, who knows? That's all I'm gonna say. Who knows? But I'm be honest, I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I want Zebek to be alive, but I think he's cooked. He probably is. I don't know. Justified says coping hard. Are you talking about the rock stuff? I mean, again, it doesn't either way. It doesn't bother me either way. I've just heard the theories that people believe that it's possible, and I agree it's very possible, especially if we don't. Now that we know, killing them snaps them out of the Domi, so it's not improbable to say that he was still Domied after the hit, and he's like on 1 HP after the hit from like Rox and Garp. Roger and Garp, and then that stab like flipped him out of the Domi. I don't know. I'm just saying, hey, it's possible, but it doesn't matter to me personally either way, in my opinion. Flynn says at least a headstone. Yeah, you gotta show me something, bro. I need to see something or I'm not gonna believe it. Let's see. Bro, Rox is dead. He had no will to live because he believes he killed his own family. For Garling stabbed him. Again, hey. Either way. The island sank, so it's up in the air at this point. See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly where I'm at. Imu's not saying Rox is dead or that he got away. He's just pushing the propaganda the world already believes in. That's a Beck and God about. Hey, he said Moria had a headstone. That's true. That is true. Hey, I don't know. Either way, I don't know. Diabolical Covenant. Am I saying a long range attack? Ooh. Okay. In exchange for a portion of thy lifespan, I will give ye greater strength in return. So Luffy got hit. Ye shall hate one another. Domi? Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't believe this. I do not believe this. I don't believe this. Justify says, we were shown a sword going into his head. One Piece just isn't trying to show its 16 and younger readers. I mean, okay. That's fair. But I have to push back because we saw someone who got a sword through the head right after that. Remember, Jarul got stabbed in the forehead right after. So I got to kind of push back on that, bro. Because we watched that happen. And then right after, we're seeing people hold the heads of Holy Knights right now. So it's like, if it was farther apart, then cool. I'd be like, you know what, you got it. But literally within the next 5 chapters, we saw Jarul take a sword to the forehead. And they didn't mince words with that, you know? He's kicking it with Davy Jones. Okay. Slevin says, I'm in here. What's up, Strawhat Podcast? Slevin, good to see you. What's up? Your boy said they also never met Moria. That is valid. The whole time, the whole they-them stuff makes me think Rox might be inside Blackbeard somehow. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, Rox is with Morgans and Vivi. You're gonna have to explain that. Where are you going with that? I need to know more. Giant versus a human. Okay. No way Garland got hit with 4+ kill shots and didn't get his lick back. I mean, again, he could have gotten a directive from up top. I don't know. I'm just saying, until I see it, I'm not going to believe it. That's it. Brought his head. We'll see, man. We'll see. Okay, so what is happening on this panel? Yo, okay. No way, bro. There's no way. I'm like, okay, let's just read it. I don't believe it. Okay, so no way. What was that for? This doesn't even hurt. Get off of me. And what did you just say about Rox? Oh yeah, it's his idol. Yeah, you can't talk down about him, bro. As I suspected. Ye are both. Okay. Gum. The target's so small, I can't fight like this. Don Gatling. Okay. Ragnir. Okay. Look out, Luffy. Oh, crap. What are they both? You're leaving me on a whole cliffhanger, bro. Nibelheim. Ooh. Okay. Another combined attack. Yo, we're gonna is Gunko falling? Is Gunko falling? Or is she just suspended right now? Whoa. You can do that as a finisher? Wait, I haven't gotten in enough. Oh no, Luffy. Oh God, man. He still has this issue? Oh man. That's tough, man. I thought for sure we would have been good at this point. No. So Luffy still fizzles out. Oh God. Okay. Well, that should let a lot of power scalers know where Luffy is. Because we were all thinking that at this point, maybe he wouldn't have that problem since he's doing more stuff out of base. Maybe he would have gotten this down. That's not good, man. You just got started. I don't know who that is there, but this is the quickest solution. I was just too big before. Okay, so he dropped down. Okay, and he's still massive, by the way. Let's see. Let me read some of these comments. My bad. They didn't waste no curry. Shame. Oh, I didn't read it. Sorry, my bad, JC. They didn't waste no time packing Imu up. Facts. Y'all think Imu could have just planted the seed of hate? Needed to keep the one team up. Needed to beat them up. All right. Beat them. They say thy shall hate each other, followed by as I expected. I think Imu knew. Oh, so you think that this is like a long-term play? Because that would be interesting. That could be a way that Rox does go. Or not Rox, wow. Freaking Loki does go with Blackbeard. If this is like a long-term type of play. Interesting. The ice power is too busted. The Domi wouldn't be successful immediately. Gunko stuck in the ice and Imu leaving because Gunko was too weak a vessel. Yeah, bro. Sub-Zero freeze finisher. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm looking at. The block of... Okay, now I'm tracking. Thank you. I'm sending... Okay. Thank you, guys. It's a block of ice. That's what I'm looking at. Let's see. The helmet just appeared back on his head. Oh, Luffy. Yes, it did. Good peep. Notice the stamina goes out faster when he gets giant in Gear 5. That's true because I'm like, yo, you kind of just started fighting. Every power got to have some setback. He would be too OP otherwise. No, that's fair. That's fine. I don't mind it. I'm just saying I was wondering if he was going to have overcome that yet. I understand why it's like that, though. Luffy never gained control of his stamina issues until he's unlocked, started using new form. Again, I got you. I have no issues with him and his stamina. I just thought it might be different. I didn't know, but I'm cool with it. Gunko's frozen and Brook has ice powers too. True. You're gonna throw in that Brook agenda. I love it. There's a translation issue with the chap. I'll clear it up. Got it. I think, hey, another gifted 5. Appreciate the 5 gifted memberships. You are on it again. He has blessed the chat again. Appreciate, man. All y'all are gonna end up with memberships at some point, man. Bro is on a generational run with memberships, man. Gotta love it. Got to love it, man. Seriously. Where was I at? I think Luffy's going to have that downside until the end of One Piece, in my opinion. All his forms have debuffs and it feeds into the shortened lifespan plot point. I don't know, man. I think we kind of got to start. He can still not be too OP by, like, even if he does fix his stamina issue, that doesn't have to be the only way that you nerf him. He can still fight decent fights, but just not be stronger than, like, we know right now he's not stronger than Shanks. You don't need a stamina issue for me to believe that he can't beat Shanks right now. So it's like, I don't know. I get it though, but it is what it's all good. It's all good. Got it. Okay. You got to go back and read bro's message that donate. Yeah, I did read it. Did I read it? I think I read it. Yeah, I read everyone's messages. Yeah. I think I read everyone's. Oh, wait. Oh, he said go. Hold on. Whose message did I not read? I read that. Luffy. Yeah, I read that. No, I read all the messages. I sent them. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. Let's get into it, man. All right. So, got it. So he dropped out of his dragon form and block of ice. Cool. Tracking. Fisherman Village, Elbaf, just put out the fire. That danged Loki got rid of the monsters, but he didn't leave us much better off. That's true. Oh, I'm guessing Nami's about to say man, I'm loving these 3 chapters of just straight Nami upscales, man. I'm loving it, man. So it turns out Loki didn't kill King Harold? Well, I feel bad for that part, but none of the rest. Look what he's done to our village, just like always. Keep sending that rain down, Zeus. I'm trying. He said also, peep Jimmy too, Ree. That's Big Blue. Oh, Jimmy putting work in too? Where my boy Jimmy at? Hold on. We got the fire hoses. Oh, there he goes. There. Okay. Thanks. Shout out to Jimmy, man. My boy said, yo, I heard Ree slandering me a couple of chapters ago. Nami not about to take my shine. So let me go ahead and shoulder throw. Let me go ahead and show y'all that I'm the real firefighter, bro. Nami, you can't just take my feats and make me look bad. You good, brother. You all right with me, man. He said, are they not worried that the nightmares will get back up? Hey, we're going to find out, I guess. But I'm loving this panel. That's a massive Zeus cloud, man. It's a massive Zeus cloud. Let's see. Ocean current, shoulder throw. There's only so much the OD system can do. ODC system can do. He said, is that Vegapunk? Vegapunk, Nami, Jinbe. Wow. See, you're the one that's going to get jumped, not me. I'm not co-signing anything anymore. They're not jumping me for you. Okay. Justified says, I think with the fruit user being defeated, they won't. That's a valid point. Because I'm just ranking firefighters. You're tweaking, bro. Western Village. Yeah. Is it all over? If they flip back to white, it's a success. But if they get back up, it wasn't enough. I'm sorry, captains. I was taken over by some wicked urge. Don't let it bother you. We failed to resist it too. How dare you? Still a handful of them left. Okay. What is this foot? What is that? Pants, foot. Oh, that's gotta be Chopper. That's gotta be. Hang on. I'll handle. Forgot about that upscale he got last chapter. Oh man. Okay. Let me just calm down and just read it. Let me just read it. Okay. So he just is slapping them out. Cool. Hey Zoro, what did you just do? I don't know why, but all I have to do is hit them, and it curses their demonic power. It cures their demonic power, excuse me. Is it because you're such a good doctor? What? You think so? I mean, don't butter me up, you jerk. But that must be it. Well done. That clears up this area. But what about elsewhere? Okay. We're good. I am not crashing out. I'm good. Let's see. Chopper is the forest god. Loki foreshadowed. Yes, you are correct, my friend. One thing we can confirm is there are like 4 ways to. Yes, maybe more. Because I have my headcanon that Brooke has his way too. We just haven't been shown it. That's my headcanon. So there's probably 5, 6, or 7. 5, 6, or 7, man. Let's just be honest here. Chopper's life drain affects others now, and it no longer drains himself in Monster Point. That's cool. Never forget the ancient giant wall. The story reads, the forest god will tame the demons. That is true. Okay. What do we got? No visible enemies around Craftsman Village, but we're dealing with fire. Brewer's Village has no enemies, but plenty of fire. There's just the fire to put out now. Get confirmation on whether the demons are alive or dead. Owl Library. Saw a Robin sighting? What's it mean? The fire was definitely raging on inside there. Or inside. Oh, shoot. Let me pull that down. Sorry. The fire was definitely raging on the inside here. But I don't see a single charred book. The shelves are all empty. Biblo? I don't see Biblo the owl neither. Let's hope for the best. Did he remove all the books? That would be wonderful, but where is Biblo now? Once we finally started fighting back, it didn't take long. It's not like this was an all-out war against a whole organization. Knights from the Holy Land or not, it's only 3 of them. If anything, they were punching above their weight against Elbaf. What happened to the great Emu? Hold on. Let me see some of these comments. I see that you made a new loyalty badge. You should have picked Nami's tattoo for the badge. Yes. I kind of just threw something on there because I was like trying something out. Absolutely. That's a great idea. I'll probably change that tonight. That is a great idea. Great idea. It says stop simping. Hey, Alex. Just, this is a members conversation, okay? Okay, Alex, it's a members conversation. Yes, Saul is missing a leg. Yes, he is. Biblo can shrink the books, eat them, then regurgitate them up later, like owls do in real life. Just keep them wrapped in something waterproof. Okay. Wait, owls can eat stuff? Owls can eat stuff and regurgitate them later? Is that facts? Hold on. I gotta look this up, not because I don't believe you, but because I didn't know that, and that's a very interesting fact. Can owls regurgitate their food? Now I gotta know. Yes, owls regurgitate the indigestible parts of their prey, such as bones, fur, teeth, and feathers. After swallowing food whole, the owl's gizzard compacts these materials into a pellet, which is coughed up roughly 12 to 24 hours later. So it's coughed up. It's not made into poop. Wow. This is interesting. I did not know that. They eat mice and puke up the bones. Yes. Okay. Interesting. This is your Jolly Rogers. This is your Jolly Roger, not Nami's tattoo. Shame on you for trying to slay me. Hey, man. We are the tsunami gang over here too, you know? I'm just saying. Please don't encourage it. Oh, God, man. That's funny. Okay. But that's interesting. I did not know that. Okay. ABK in the building. What's up, ABK? No, you didn't read it right. Hold on. What did I not read? This is your Jolly Roger, not Nami's tattoo. Shame on you for trying to sway him. Blue. I didn't read it right? What did I not read? To be fair, most animals can do this. Is just throwing up. Birds just do it more often. Hey, man, I'm not going to lie. I did not pay attention in biology. I didn't. I really didn't. I failed that class my freshman year. So I apologize for being a biology casual. Okay. So what do we got next? Outside the Western Village. Curse you. Oh my God, bro. Holy man. Bro, we gotta stop this, man. We gotta stop. So what does it take? His heart is literally out of his body. What does it take? What does it freaking take, bro? Goodness gracious. Y'all gotta stop. Oda, you gotta stop this, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta stop this, bro. You gotta stop. Go be me Jew in the building. What's the deal, gang? Good to see my guy in here. Bro, Oda, you gotta stop. What does it take to take a holy night out? I'm starting to think that Gaban was not a reliable source, bro. Gaban was not a reliable source. Because you got two conquerors doing a combined attack. And it didn't work. Gaban's not a reliable source. Until proven otherwise, Gaban is not a reliable source. I'm clipping this. Gaban's not a reliable source, bro. And this is why Rayleigh was cooler. This is why I like Rayleigh more. Because Rayleigh didn't lie. Literally, Rayleigh did not lie. Everything that Rayleigh said was facts from the time we met him to the time we last saw him. But Gaban be telling half truths, bro. Gaban be telling half truths, and I'm not with that. Because why is Summers alive? Explain that to me. Why is he alive? Hey, Goopy Me Drew with the super chat of $5. Uncle Grandpa Solos. Hey, man, they both have the Toon Force going on. So, you know what? Maybe high diff, maybe extreme diff. You got it, bro. I can't even argue with that. Toon Force versus Toon Force, you got it. You got it. I can't even debate that. That's hilarious. Justify says true. Hey, there you go. Bro. Oh my. Okay. So we just regen, right? We just regen. It doesn't matter what you do to me. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I will say you shouldn't be alive, LOL. Booming Thor rifle didn't do it. He shouldn't be alive. Yeah, exactly. Like, bro. Loki, team Luffy. Loki, Foog. Alex says, read my comment. Hold on. Get your biology game up, Reed. This is why you don't know nobody. You know what? I gotta give you a proper clap because that's not even proper. This is it. And you get one of these. There you go, man. I feel like that is appropriate. There you go, man. I even paused the music to give you your punny joke time, which is hilarious because I'm actually a paramedic too. So I should know biology. I just don't. Not animals. But there you go, man. Appreciate the pun. He says, also, I think that Summer's brain and he rolled it. That's Summer's brain and he rolled it back into his head. Yeah, I'm good. And that should be a heart. That's not a brain. That is not a brain. For a guy who's talking about biology, Alex, you can see the aorta here, right? And you got the other one here. This is clearly a heart. It's not a brain. You can't say I don't know biology and then say some stuff like that. Come on. Come on, man. You got the right ventricle here. Come on, bro. We're not doing this right now. We're not doing this, bro. But there you go. Trip would be proud of you. Appreciate it. There's another level of hockey yet to be unlocked to eliminate the whole. Hey, man, can we just figure it out? Let's just get there, you know? Let's just get there so I can see what Gaban was talking about. Because until I see that, Gaban is the least reliable source on this island. I'm not trusting nothing the man says, bro. It says LMAO. We fancy. We are fancy. 6-7. No. Yes. The pause again. Yo, man. You know how we get here, bro. You know how we get down over here, bro. I feel like I was punished. That's crazy. No, you're not punished, man. You're good. Restart using a soundboard. Yeah, GG's. We are cooked. You will crowd. Hey, man. You know. Just bad art. We can't see all the details. What do you know what a brain looks like, Alex? This is clearly a heart. You can literally see the shape of a heart. You can see the aorta out of the top. You can see where it goes back into the stop. That's enough. That's enough, brother. You said I don't know biology, and then you say a heart is a brain. That's concerning, man. That is concerning. That's clearly a transponder. Okay. All right. All right, guys. Okay, guys. Yeah, oh, his brain, his brain and heart look the same. It's a mechanic. That's fair, but it's still a heart. That's all I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say. That's it. As long as we can agree on that much. That's it. Okay. You think I have food? Go to the village. And why do you look like that? Good question. Why do you look like that? Okay, so looks like Imu is about to fizzle out the ice. Sacred Marijois. Chamber of Flowers. Oh, crap. 5 elders. Yes, great Imu. Oh, crap. Oh! So she, yo. This is a theory changing panel for sure. So, okay. Yo, by the way, gang, y'all can click the link and come up now because I'm just about to start rambling. Feel free to come up so we can get the conversation started. Wait a minute. Okay, now I'm actually hyped. Y'all, if y'all have been watching these last couple of streams, I'll tell you what your theory changed. I'll tell you in just a second. We've been watching these last couple of streams. You already know that I have had some concerns about where we're going with One Piece. If you've been watching, then you already know that. I've had a lot of concerns where we're going with One Piece. What's going on, Nika?
It was good again.
Then you guys already know that I've had a lot of concerns with where we're going with One Piece because I have felt very concerned and I felt very, very uneasy. But I'm going to be honest with you. This is now very interesting. Granted, the Summers thing, I'm not even going to talk about that yet because I don't want to get too upset. I'll save that for a second. But what? I will be leaving the Holy Land? What? Gang. Nah, bro. Nah. And then Alex says, what theory? Oh, go ahead.
This dismisses Bandz' theory. Well, technically so far, because Bandz was saying, and I was agreeing with him. So it's not like it's him alone. Because we were on the thought that Imu possibly couldn't leave the Holy Land. So if Imu does physically leave it, then yeah, and that's what it seems to be stating right here.
That is what I feel like. You know what? I feel like I caught a V. I caught a V. I'm not gonna claim a dub, but I caught a V.
A victory? With what?
We can call a half dub. Because in that conversation when we were talking about Imu in the throne room and not leaving, the reason that got brought up is because I was alluding to Imu possibly leaving at some point. And he was like, I don't really think Imu could leave. That was a part of the conversation. I'm not taking a dub because I didn't have a theory attached to it. That was just a part of the conversation. I was like, I think it's possible. I don't think they're just constricted to that room. But I just caught a V. That's it.
That's fair.
Okay, let me hit some of these comments, man.
Oh wait, before you go, there was a translation. There was a translation issue with the Viz that didn't translate clearly. But Loki got out of his devil fruit form because he was fatigued. Basically, the stamina threshold. He couldn't stay. He said he couldn't stay in the form for too long. He's too big. And I'm not sure if it's because I had been debating with some people. No one seems to agree with me, but I think it's because he just got impaled by Shamrock. It was a near death wound. And granted, he's a mythical Zoan. He was healing, all this other stuff, eating. That's great. But even after Sanji bust Queen ass, Queen couldn't back up that devil fruit form for too long when fighting Green Bull. So I think this is not too far from that, in my opinion. But,
I have a response for that, too.
What's good, man?
What up, Bandz?
Yeah, I heard y'all. I heard y'all talk, man. We wait until the next chapter. We got to see if I'm wrong or not. Okay, we got to wait
that's
on
what
it.
I said too. We got to see if he actually leaves, but I do think he's gonna leave.
You know what's also the problem too? Because I did say Imu. It could be Mu that's leaving, and Imu got to sit there. I'm just saying.
That's fair.
Because that is a possibility. There's Mu and Imu.
Well, that's why I said I caught a V. I didn't catch the full dub. And again, it wasn't even attached to a theory. It was just a part of that conversation. So I'm not claiming nothing crazy. It's just a V. That's it. Just a V.
No,
he said a Vin is a Vin.
A Vin is a Vin.
I'm weak, yo.
I'm gonna take my Vins where I can get them.
We speaking in Ivankov language now. That's what's going on. We replacing everything with the V.
Shout out to her, man.
I'm
left-handed dragon.
I'm coming for my Alabaster Princess next chapter, bro. I'm gonna get my VV and we're gonna keep it pushing.
You know what happens when you combine two V's together, right?
Yeah, you get a blue-haired princess from Alabaster. What's up?
You get a W, but you're not wrong there neither. Blue-haired princess.
Hey, man. All right, what's up, Zaza? What's going on, bro?
What up?
This is a new background? You got a plant in the background?
Mm-hmm.
What is this, bro?
Feeling all Aramaki-ish.
Bro, got the green boy on.
He is a saint.
You didn't know? Zav became a therapist over the weekend. He got to set up the decor.
Hey,
I don't even like people that much to listen.
That's actually what I am now.
You don't like to listen to people? You over here talking about trauma breeds this trauma. That sounds like therapy vibes.
Yeah,
right there, man.
No, you speak your trauma over there. You keep it over there. Don't come up to me with your trauma.
Okay, let me hit some of these comments. Let's see. I'm not even reading that. No, not doing it.
What, Alex?
Yeah, you got it, bro. I'm not reading that. You got it, Alex.
We all know.
Luffy tapped out, no energy after 2 named attacks. He's literally getting worse with Gear 5. I will chalk it up to him being a giant. And I will chalk it up to the fact that, hey man, he's also running back and forth through Elbaf with freaking Brook and Usopp. So it's probably a pretty big distance to scale. So I'll chalk it up to a few things, man. I'm not too upset with seeing that. But it was just interesting to see that is still happening. But I won't talk negatively on it. Hold on. Sheila said, instead of $5 Canadian, she said a half W is a U. That's why it's called a double U. Just wanted to remind everyone Alex said this. I mean, I'll take a U as well because, I'll take a U. That's cool with me. That's okay with me. But then again, it is like 2 V's like standing next to each other.
That's a W. Yeah. You can't undermine what I say. It's actual facts. But
I'll take a U.
You think too, I'll take it. It's whatever.
I will take a U, man. That's fine with me. 0 complaints. Let's see. Slick says no break. We cooking. Facts.
It's a war outside. It's about to go down.
Emu face reveal. Please, Oda. I want her to be a woman so bad. I've said it for a long time. Emu will be a woman. I'm calling Emu her. I'm not changing my mind. Emu's going to be a woman. And if we get the face reveal, I might actually pass out.
She's her.
I might actually pass out. And one of y'all are going to have to run the stream. Emu could always leave. He just gets a power boost from the throne and flower garden.
I hate when Alex speaks like this.
He
speaks his statements like it's facts, and it's
that is what I'm realizing.
It's annoying.
That's what I'm realizing.
That's a possibility though. That could be what's going on.
You should start saying possibly,
like
Alex,
wounds and stuff like that for sure. Have you ever seen like Devil May Cry and you see how the devil in Devil May Cry works? Same way. He could be anywhere, but in front of that gate where he's supposed to be, he's pretty much immortal. So it could be like that.
Facts. Let me hit a few more of these. JC says a VIN is a VIN. Of course it is. And I will take a VIN all day, any day of the week. But he has a time limit because he is sharing his power. Okay. Imu will be a glass cannon, ultimate power with no ability to take a punch. So as long as they can withstand the damage and return fire, they'll win. You know, that sounds like something I said last week.
Oh boy.
Maybe. I don't know. But don't say that, Justified, because I did say that. Since Justified said it, does that mean I'm justified now? Am I justified since Justified said it?
Oh man, how you feel? How you feel? You feel like you are justified, Reed?
So I feel, I don't know. Okay, I'm curious to see, but all I can say is I do have the facts on my side. Okay, I'm just not scaling with the narrative. That's it. But I do have the facts on my side, statements, and everything that we've seen canonically. If you just erase the potential of narrative scaling, then yeah, I do have the facts on my side. So until Imu proves me wrong, I'm just gonna have to say, maybe I'm right.
Maybe.
But if I'm wrong, I'll gladly say, yo, I got it wrong. No issues. None. Let's see. It's also put me on my law agenda. Law the only other one to keep people alive in pieces. I'll cook in the Discord when I get a chance. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I like it. Hold on. I'll read check. He said, check the second half of my name. Take what I said with a grain. Nah, man. I only see Justified 3663 here, man. We're good. There's no stupidity in that. None. Okay. Guys, what's up? What's up, Fooly? How you doing, man?
Oh.
You got the translucent horns on today. What's the reason, bro? Why is it different today?
It's the ultimate Domi reversing.
We've seen the transition of things. We've seen Chopper do things. Things are being revealed.
Yeah, why don't you change your name to Fooly the Oni?
That
would be tough.
Actually has a ring to it. Where?
Fooly the Oni? That shit sound tough, man. I ain't gonna lie,
Title's
man.
Forgotten Son.
Facts.
Might have write that one now.
Yeah, write that one down. Write that one down. Give me credit. Give me credit too.
Let's go. If you say the slogan thing I just said, you know what I mean? Throw my name in there too.
Hey, man. Okay.
Hold up. Before you say anything.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
Look at the mustache on this panel from all of us, man. We all got mustaches here, man. This is tough right here. This is tough. This is tough.
Hey, man. Now we get down, man. You can't be here if you don't got a little facial hair. Well, never mind.
Don't even go there, Reed. Don't even go there, Reed.
I'm just gonna shut up because I'm not even going down that path. Okay. JC, what's up, JT? I don't recognize you, but he says Fooly God. 2 words. Fooly God.
Boom. Fooly got undercover supporters
Oh,
popping out.
Fooly got fans, bro. I'm not going. Fooly got fans, bro.
It's Fooly Cooley and Flutter God. Now it's Fooly God. Let's go.
Hey, man, I'm here for
So
it.
it's like soul resonance just now.
Yo, I'm just trying to get like you when I grow up. All right, Bandz, bro. What do you rate it? What's your thoughts? What are we talking about? What are we talking about right now?
Sorry, I keep on yawning, man. That coffee made me tired.
Hey, you good, man?
I give it damn, my mind wants to say 9.5, but I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it 9 out of 10. Really liked it a lot. This really is like, I know we always say like, once a week or something like that. Like, yo, this is a good setup chapter by Oda. But this is really, really, really like, okay, Oda. Like,
yeah,
we're coming with a banger really, really soon.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is kind of making me think a little bit more to I don't know. It's always the English, I don't even want to say the English. It's just the statements alone is just what's really intriguing me over these last couple of chapters that I have been, I guess you could say, paying more attention to. Yeah. Just like how we were talking last week, how it was just kind of interesting how the Domi University Giants were talking about like, let us bring you to like, our version of liberation and stuff like that. I found that English a little bit interesting. And then now with like Imu speaking, especially with the wording of like, let me take thy life, like portion of thy life. I find that interesting. And then now just like overall, when it comes to how can I even explain this? It's like more of like I feel like Loki has to now, and it may not seem like it in the grander scheme. Maybe it'll get a little bit more updated later. I really feel like now Loki has his back against the wall, and it's like, okay, Imu is literally saying that this war would divide, or this battle would divide all of us. You know what I mean? So it's like now it's like Imu's making a statement, Luffy's asking a statement, or asking for him to join the crew. It's like, okay, Loki has to make a decision soon.
Real quick, Bandz, Sheila said in a $5 super chat, I fear they might jump you in this live stream. This is a bunch of Team 2 members, and Flutter was clearly on their side.
Clearly.
And proud.
Yes, Sheila. Team 1 stand proud.
So you're in the Discord, Sheila. I didn't even know that.
Team 1. Team 1. Team 1. Team 1.
I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. Sheila was in the game last night.
Yep.
Yo, Sheila's game. I did not know Sheila was in the Discord.
Never imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yo, Sheila, there's losers and there's some lovers, man. You could tell what Team 2 is on, but they not some lovers. I'm just saying.
Well, we're not losers either.
Hold on.
We won.
Wait, hold on.
Y'all cheated.
Wait, hold on.
Cheaters.
Whoa. Flashback. Whoa. Didn't we catch that W?
Y'all cheated again.
I don't know why you over here chatting.
Cheaters have
I'm
to.
confused
because they are losing.
Hey, no,
I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to take an L and tilt it to
No.
the side and then combine another L with it.
No.
Some type of delusional W, but that's not what's
No.
going on here.
Delusional than the Giants and the realm of ridiculousness right now, bro. Listen, you lost.
No.
In the history books, in Fooly's books, it says Team 2 dub. Team 1 lost.
It says Team 2 W asterisk. That's what it says. Asterisk. Yes, asterisk.
Yo,
asterisk.
Coke war.
No.
Is it Coke?
Crazy.
You see? You want to know how this is not Coke? You want to know how this is not Coke? Because the man right here below is not saying anything. Fooly the Oni is not saying anything.
Fooly's trying to spare you right now.
No,
Fooly's
he's not.
Bandz, let this go. I can tell you what Fooly's thinking right now. Fooly's thinking, Bandz, let go and let God, and let's get through this chapter. That's what he's thinking right now.
I didn't even bring anything up.
You did. You talking about
Sheila. That was Sheila. That was even me.
Sheila, stop with the antics. You undercover spying on people and stuff.
Sheila
is my Brooke / Robin. She does my espionage work, man.
Oh, okay. I got you, man. That's hilarious. Wow. So, okay, 9 out of 10. Got it. That's what you said. 9.5. Why is it not a 9.5?
Why is it 9 and not 9.5?
Yeah. Why is it not the 9? Because you said you wanted to do 9.5, but you went 9.
The only reason why I took the 0.5 off was because of the simple fact that I don't want to sound. This sounds just fucking weird saying it. But I just felt a little too teased for this chapter. I'm like, come on, Oda, like give me a little bit more. Like you can't really end up like I like cliffhangers, but I just felt too cliffhangy. I'm like, all right, just give me a little more. That's what really pissed me off at the end. But I get it because what's happened next does need a whole chapter. I get it. But I don't know if you felt this when you were reading it just now. Did it not feel a little too quick?
Yes, I thought it was a short chapter in my opinion.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of text. There was a lot of like pages with no words.
Yeah.
You know.
Like it just felt too quick, and then it's like boom, cliffhanger. I was just like, it's just.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me swap you two. There you go. Fooly, the Oni. Thoughts, brother?
I gotta give this chapter a 9. I enjoy most of what we gotten from it. The things that like I just like how Ben said, it was a setup chapter, and this wasn't like a bad setup chapter for me. Because there are times where I'm just like, damn, Oda, you could definitely like put this and the next chapter together, but like it has me very anticipated for what's gonna happen next. And it also has me in the mind seeing like how Mary Juwak look on the outside and whatnot, like the Holy Land looks on the outside with the council and everything like that. I really want to know what happened there, and I want us to like when Imu leaves and whatnot. I'm hoping that we flash back to what happened there and whatnot, because I'm very intrigued to see when Imu leaves. We get to see what happened. I'm just intrigued by that.
I didn't even peep that. I'm not paying attention at all.
You didn't talk about the burning buildings and stuff like that. They showed that in the Holy Land.
Everything
Remember
is normal.
last week I told you there was a never mind. But point, it's in the chapter.
Yep.
Yo.
Yeah,
okay, I
normal.
completely missed that.
Yeah, bro, I'm intrigued by that. That's like when Imu leaves, I want to know what happened there, and I think that's what we all been like. I think that's gonna be our next like breakaway, because Imu leaving is going to be a big moment for us all. But I think we're going to get separated from there to go back to see what happened with Sabo and everything like that. And I'm ready for that. That's
Sabo.
Yeah, I think we're going to hit Sabo piece. Then we're going to get into Sabo piece.
I'm with you, so I'm never against this.
So your team, hold on real quick. Your team, Revs, not Team Blackbeard or Team Blackbeard Pirates, right? For who's attacking?
Yeah, I'm Revs.
Okay.
This is why me and Fooly clicked. I knew it.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I want Blackbeard in a sense to be like the thing that is like filling in a resource for them in a sense. Like I can't remember forgetting his name. God, I love his character so much.
Lafitte.
The whole setup with Lafitte. I want that to be like a follow up of like what the Revolutionary Army has done in a sense, because it will.
No, I'm just gonna support you. It is. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. That's why I give it a 9. Like it's a solid ass chapter, but like how Ben said, I wanted so much fucking more. It's me being greedy.
Mm-hmm. Did you have something, Bandz?
Oh no, I was just gonna ask, Fooly, do you think it's weird that when we see Imu doing the Denden Mushi to the 5 elders, we don't really see where the 5 elders are at?
Yes, I do think that's weird, because I do think we're going to see where they. That's what, like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's a reason why we didn't get to see them.
I think they're dispersed.
Interesting too. Gunko's not there, but we see it looks like there's another caretaker, handmaiden, something.
That's what I was about to say. I was just about to say that.
Someone done replace Gunko role, so that might be another Godblade or something. Who knows?
Yeah, who's that? Someone's kneeling right there in the pen. I did not peep that either. I just don't read, I guess. I just look at pictures and just keep it pushing. I did not see that either.
You do, but I don't try to stress it. I let you rock, man.
Yeah, on my second read, in fairness, I really
Yes, if you notice this. Did you peep that when they put the panel on Summers, the space where Summers was actually in was Loki's full footprint? And it was massive.
No, I did not.
It was a massive footprint.
Now I gotta go back and look. I didn't.
It's like when you first watched that old Godzilla movie when Godzilla came to New York, and the dude was like, where are we looking for? What is he's and the sergeant is like, yo, you're standing in it. And then the camera zoomed down, you're like, yo, he's standing in Godzilla's footprint. That's crazy. Crazy callback. But yeah, you get the point.
Wow. That's crazy. Okay. Man, that has a whole nother layer to the okay.
And then shout out to Ram. Ram brought up that when Imu was over there, that one of the butterflies evaporates. It goes like
the butterflies, we've seen them be white before. This time we see black butterflies, and one looks like they died.
Yep.
Listen, some type of bleach vibes going on here. What's going on here? You know what I'm saying? It's getting crazy. But I don't even know what that means. Abyssal butterflies and shit. I don't know what it means.
Ooh. That's a lot. I didn't peep none of that.
Yeah, shout out to Ron. He peeped that.
Yeah, shout out to Ron Piece. That's the GOAT.
Ron will always have a place on this channel as the first official super chatter.
That's a fact. I dead told him that like 2 Discords ago, if that makes any sense. But yes, I dead told him that shit. Yeah.
Man, yeah, literally. Rereading still on Friday. Hey, man, it is. This is a casual reading these chapters, okay? I'm coming from the casual perspective, you know?
Yeah, don't come for Ree, man. Don't come for Ree. It's my
he got the glasses, but he's not seeing it, man.
Bro, I gotta clean my glasses, bro. My glasses is a little foggy, bro.
The glasses are to make sure he doesn't miss any word bubbles. He
There
gives
you
us
go.
all the dialogue, right?
I'm just here to read word bubbles, bro. Don't expect me to see the important stuff.
He gotta pull out the whole magnifying glass. Go like this.
Yeah, man. Told you I'm a little casual. That's how it goes around here, bro. Okay. So Za, what you got? Wait, hold on, real quick. Are you doing are you like a botanist now for Usopp, bro? Is this what we're doing? It's not green. You got the plant life in the background. Is this like a shout out to Usopp? You got to upscale next stream. Now you got a plant green background. What are we talking about, bro?
He about to have a black Kabuto with him next stream, bro.
Facts.
Also, you have to give Usopp an upscale for this chapter. He rage baited Imu into coming to Elbaf. He rage baited him. He said, "Yo, waves are false." He was like, "Yo,
we gotta stop.
No fear in my heart."
We gotta stop this.
Mu show up
we got
to Elbaf. This man hasn't left that place in how many years? He let Usopp rage bait him out there. Yo,
gotta stop this, bro.
I'm sorry.
That's valid. That's valid.
You gotta give him that.
That's valid.
So, I love Usopp, but we're just gonna miss the part where Loki like Niflheims him.
Thank you, bro. Like, come on.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I'm just like, come on, bro.
Za's spitting though. Za's spitting because Akainu gets a buff for rage baiting Ace.
Yes,
that's a buff.
You gotta give his rage.
And when Akainu rage baited Ace,
who's giving him the buff? I give him no buffs for that. Not for me.
I'm surprised you brought this up, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I think the rage bait is a buff, man. I agree with Za.
You gotta give the rage.
Let's leave Ace alone and leave Ace out of this. That's what I
Nah, Ace
young, the ASL Ace
all the way,
tell
man.
us leave it alone.
He fell for the rage bait. You gotta no. Good job, man. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. Manipulation is a skill, man.
Can I ask a question? I'm only gonna take 5 minutes max.
Go on.
I gotta address this that was said in the comments earlier. Can we just for 5 minutes explain to me why Nami's redirect doesn't work like Usopp's does? And that's his upscale.
Since I said it, I'll tell you because
please.
Gunko never got to face the actual attack. Gunko faces Usopp's attack twice. Once on that boat with Nami, and then here now again. So that's the only reason. I'm not downscaling Nami. Nami's attack just never reached Gunko. So we will never know. And to be fair towards lightning abilities, going to L, I don't know how it's looking for Loki when he hits people as of yet, like with direct lightning. Because first of all, his lightning mask is a bit too big as of right now. I'm not sure. I think Nami's very close to those thresholds. I don't know if she's all the way there yet, but she is very close. She's getting very close to those thresholds. Lightning usually, when NL was hitting everybody, and when lightning usually hits people, it usually just goes through their body and zaps them out of them. It doesn't like take off an arm and take off a bunch of limbs. So it's possible that attack, because it was a new attack, it could have did some type of different damage. But if it did hit Gunko, I think Gunko would have just got like zapped super bad. I'm not sure if it would actually take off a limb or not, but it's possible it could have. That's the only thing I would say. Because if you look at Enel, all the people Enel so-called fried, they was all fine at the end of the arc. So that's all I would say. Usopp's attack actually, Gunko faced it and regen from it, where Nami's attack, Gunko didn't even face it. More so.
Let me ask this. This is just my only question, which I agree with you fully. This is just a theory, not theory, but we're just gonna walk down this trip of this question. Okay, so if Usopp attacked first and he didn't know that you could redirect, do you think he's attacking with an AoE attack or just a dead-on shot? Because I think the AoE attack, why it blew her up anyways, is because he knew that if it was going to get redirected, it had to explode there. But if he doesn't know that redirection is a possibility, do you think that his attack just gets redirected and he doesn't pull the AoE bomb out of his bag?
No, I still think he does it because he don't got. I'm not trying to clown Usopp. So I don't know why you take this. Take it with a grain of salt. He doesn't have a bunch of attacks. If you notice, he's been spamming the same skull bomb grass since the beginning of the arc when they was in the toy house, and we hear since the toy house, then on the ship with Gunko, and then even now here, he's still spamming the same attack over and over and over, which is why I do think he's going to get a power up, because he's obviously showing us he needs one, because he keeps spamming the same attack. So if I keep seeing Zoro do the same attack over and over, I do think at some point in the arc we're going to get a power up for Zoro, or for any Straw Hat that keeps doing the same thing over and over. Nami, Sanji, Zoro, everybody's busting out new moves. Only person I don't see busting out new moves right now is Usopp. He keeps doing this. He's literally spammed the same attack 3 times already in this arc, and that's his strongest attack thus far that we've seen in the series.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Did you finish what you were saying, Zah, or did I cut you off?
No, I was gonna finish. I gave it a 9. I wanted to get a 9.5, but I can't with this whole Chopper turning people back to like it was cool the first arc. Now he's just running around like tapping people. I'm like, this is almost as bad to me as when Naruto was healing people. Remember when he had the little thing on his hand? I was like, I don't need that. Like, listen, no, we're not doing this. We're not doing magic Chopper heal. No, I'm okay.
It's not magic. It's not magic.
I know
though.
it's
That's
not
what's in
magic.
his
I know
devil
what
fruit.
it is. I know. It's just God, please. Let's cut that. Let's cut the shit.
Your hate is consistent. Very powerful.
Love Frankie, always ready for the smoke. Like, listen, we don't get Frankie enough. He's part of that weird trio we always talk about, the Frankie, Brooke, and Robin, where he's ready for the smoke all the time. Like, he's like, yo, Luffy, you need help. I love that for Frankie.
Yeah,
and
he kept that same energy in Wano. Zoro, he said, you need help for King? And he was like, nah.
And listen, Imu has to have a great showing next chapter. And I'm not going to spoil anything, but talking like bedtime riddles and just looking with the crazy eyes, you need to step up. You can't do in reverse Loki or Luffy. I need to see something next chapter. But I give it a 9. I give it a 9.
Okay. Let me hit some of these comments before you go, Nika. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. You got a lot of likes in here, at least 18 already. So shout out to y'all. I don't even know if a stream has crossed over 20 likes on live before. So yeah, if we can get over 20 likes, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, man. Sheila dropped 5 Canadian. She says Gaban, the only weakness God Knights have is by getting hit with Conqueror's infused attacks. Killian gets tied up and Summer survive Luffy/Loki. Thank you. Gaban is not a reliable source. Rayleigh over Gaban. Gaban downscale as far as I can take him.
Triple.
Don't say that too loud, because Blue and other people. Statement.
No, bro.
Statement.
He's either a liar or he's just a liar, and both of them are bad. I don't really know what the options are.
I mean, you could also accept that he's just the Sanji, not as reliable as Zoro.
God damn.
I mean,
damn.
I ain't say all that.
Y'all trying to activate Blue tonight, man. Y'all
I ain't say all that.
Little do y'all know, this is Blue.
I ain't say all that. I just said Gaban downscale. He is a liar, and I don't know why. Why lie? Is he trying to aura farm? Is that like you trying to be like, yo, I did this back when I was your age. I was taking out Holy Knights, busting them down.
Y'all about to get all the Sanji bots to come out and just start raiding y'all, man. The Sanji
The problem is he was fighting God Blades. He wasn't really fighting God Knights. That might have been the issue.
Well, even more reason to give him a downscale, man, because it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good for my mans.
Stop with these statements, man. People keep on taking them like they're facts.
Hey. Man, there's a lot of comments here. I'm gonna try to skim through them. Fraud Gaban, facts. Hold on. He said casual biologist and reader. Come on, Ree. Didn't you say a heart was? You got it, bro. A brain looks like a heart to Alex, but I'm the casual biologist. That's crazy. My whole, we're good. Not even responding. We're not even responding. I just heard Za in my head, and I heard him say, "Just move on. We're good. Just let it go." I don't let it go, man. Don't worry about it. What would Za do? That's what I'm starting to think about these days. And
listen, man. Call me Saint.
Yeah.
I'm a Za.
WWZD. What would Za do?
Until I go pick my kids up at school, I don't think about that. But when I leave their school, everywhere else, I think about what would Za do, because I don't think it's safe to think about that at my kids' school. So.
Yeah, and the lead will make them come. If you're thinking like Za, you'll make them come to the car and pull off right before they get in. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't want the teachers
breed
to
that trauma.
That's Za.
Breed that trauma.
I don't want to breed any trauma in those
Did
kids.
he do a cartwheel before he got to my car? I know he not getting this dirt in my car.
Yo,
you go think about that.
That's crazy, bro. Usopp officially became a brave warrior of the sea. All right, see, y'all got to be careful throwing that out.
But that's
because
true.
if I see hold on, because if I see him do the next one of these chapters, y'all gonna have to explain yourselves. That's it. But I'm gonna let it go.
They didn't say he had to be a brave warrior for the rest of his life. It could just be 1 second. Yeah, you know what I mean,
he was pretty brave in water.
I'm hoping he changes. So hey,
he was brave in water.
I'll take that L if he doesn't change, but I hope he changes.
He was brave in water.
I want him to still be Usopp and be like, I don't want to go to that island disease. Like, I want him to still have his little funny jokes. But when the shit when it hits the fan, I need him to get with it. Yeah. I don't want
be
him
like
to
Jacob. Just be like Jacob. He just like he is in live action. I'll take that.
Y'all getting it wrong, man. I think Jacob's being like Usopp. That's why he loves and adores the character and is doing him so much justice, because he really loves Usopp, and he himself has said he doesn't think the fandom gets him. So
we don't.
Stay consistent with the people, with the actors you following. Reed, come
on, bro. Come on, bro. All right, I gotta say this.
Is Sniper King brave?
Yeah, he's brave. Tiger King was brave.
Sniper is like that. Stop playing.
Okay.
Come on, he's had brave moments. That's what I'm trying to say. Like he's already done the brave thing. Sugar, Perone, he's been brave. So it's like now you gotta be brave over the seas. And if we're saying that right now, then he can't slide back. And that's it. That's not me slandering Usopp.
I personally take Usopp's moment the same as how when Luffy told Momonosuke, you just bit one of the 4 embers. You have nothing to fear now. So when he saw Green Bull, he was right. Momo just rushed in there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping this sentiment is still carried for Usopp, because even in Wano, Usopp he was giving the speech to the samurai. Had Kiku's brother like, yo, he right. Like that's Sniper King. Like it's God Usopp. He right. Y'all gotta really rock with him. So I'm hoping that energy is still carrying, because he's still giving these great speeches. Yep. And to what ABK just said, I'm with it. Like, I just want him to, next time we see him in a moment, I need him to buckle down before he shows fear. Yeah. Or if he shows fear, you need to get that out your head completely. Like, I'm scared, but I'm about to do this still. Like, show me that. You know what I mean? Embrace it.
All right. I dig it. Let's see. hold on 1 second. I'm gonna read I ran a couple polls in here. I'm gonna let y'all know what they say here in 2 seconds. The first one, everyone rated the chapter. 50% of the people said 9, 33% said 8, and 17% said 10. So everyone middle of the road is 9. That's what everyone's rating it for the most part. Damn. And then I rated the second one, and I asked, how do you feel about Chopper's new reveal? 69% of people said they love it. 8% of people said they hate it. And 23% of people said they're iffy about it.
I'm part of the 8%.
Of course. Where would you be otherwise?
Yeah, we're going to see. Okay, I'm going to hit out a lot of your comments as we go. But I need to get to Mr. Nika, man. What's the so Strawberry says, sorry, big storm over here. LOL, just know the chapter was underwhelming. Woo!
They didn't have enough Robin for her. We're saving her.
We had a Robin sighting though. I'm not gonna hold you.
This makes sense for Strawberry. Strawberry don't like chapters with mad imagery. She likes text.
That's valid. That's consistent.
Yeah,
I will say Chopper's voice actor is gonna get a long break. a long break when we get like deeper into Elbaf. There's just gonna be like noises that they make, not too many lines, just like keep see. That's all we're gonna get.
They're gonna do that next chapter. That's all they're gonna do next season because they want to show him off. Like,
yeah. Let's see. JD Rich with the $5 super chat. Do you guys think now that the chaos on Elbaf seems to be over, that we may get Loki telling us more about his clash with Shanks and how he got chained?
Well, me and Kezi can't answer this.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna say not yet. I'm gonna leave that alone. Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Well, my thought, I don't know. I don't think it's a time now. I think we get that later. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know if we get that from Loki. Maybe we get that from Shanks. Maybe Shanks tells us like what happened, because like Luffy meets up with him and is like, yo, Loki was cool. Why would you mean to him? And then he gives us like the reasoning.
Loki did promise he was gonna tell us though. So I'll say that much. He did promise that he was gonna tell us. And we did get him out them cuffs. So he owe us some text bubbles. I ain't gonna hold you. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's valid. Okay. All right. Nika, you can go. Then I'm gonna read as many comments as I can, and then I'll give my thoughts.
8.5.
Whoa.
That's a good rating. That's not bad. Come on. You may have said 7 or 6.
No, I just expected higher. It's not bad. I just got off guard.
Nah, I'm with Strawberry. It was a bit like the chapter before. I felt like for all the dialogue we got with the chapter before, I expected a little more, at least more text bubbles here. So I like the pictures and the imagery and the vibe we got, but I would have loved some more talking, like some more just okay, check this out. So first and foremost, shout out to Loki paralleling his dad, attacking from the shadows of the mist. Mm-hmm. That was beautiful. He doesn't parallel his dad in too many ways all the time, because right now he's catching rocks parallels and stuff like that. So the fact that he stayed in the mist and attacked from the mist and had people thinking the same thing they were thinking when his father did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, that is fire. I love that he's catching a actual parallel to his actual father. That's beautiful. I love that parallel, first and foremost. Secondly, the Loki and Luffy are really truly meant to stand shoulder to shoulder. I really don't know if he's going to join the crew, because they're really standing shoulder to shoulder. Luffy taps out, Loki got to get out that dragon form. He's also like, okay, I can't. It reminds me of when like Luffy and Sabo are constantly mentioned all the time. Like, Luffy becomes the emperor, then we get Sabo being announced to be an emperor as well in his own way. It's like, for some reason, you guys are standing shoulder to shoulder. A lot of people disagree that Sabo, a lot of people think Luffy's stronger than Sabo right now. Fair, won't even debate it. Just know I think Big Bro is Big Bro until shown that he ain't Big Bro no more. That's just me. You feel me? So I'm gonna just go there. But Loki and Luffy, as of right now, are standing shoulder to shoulder. Loki seems more with it, so let's see. You know, I'm loving the vibes of Frankie. So I like that Zaza brought that up, because Frankie, he's been on gold since Wano. Like, Zoro, he called Zoro like, yo, you need help? Zoro like, nah, I got this. Luffy like, yo, you need help? I mean, he see Luffy, he's like, yo, you need help? He's like, nah. This is also foreshadowing, guys, because he said, if things get hectic, I'm going to need you. Y'all stay close. So I do think Imu pulls back up with either more Holy Knights in the Force. Maybe we see Big Sham. I don't know. Or, you know, some Gorosei come with, because right now Imu's just telling the Gorosei that they're leaving. Imu hasn't said which Gorosei is coming and which ones is staying, or if they're going to take the Knights, or if I go get that ancient weapon I blew up Leloucia with, because since Elbaf is D, the Giants aren't in my possession no more. The kids, we ain't got them to get the Giants in my possession. And the D's supposed to bring a storm. And if Elbaf is D, what do we need them for if nothing's going my way with that island? So I wouldn't be surprised if Imu say, yo, back out, pop the trunk. You feel me? I'm not gonna be surprised if that's the case and we see something. And you guys all know and heard my theory. You saw how I related what Sabo thinks he saw at Leloucia. I've already related it to what Ja Rule's been talking about as far as Loki. So, and we know the world government's been experimenting with dragon stuff, biomechanicals, all that. We've seen them doing a lot of stuff already. So I wouldn't be surprised if Imu has a direct plan to pull back up and, you know, get right with the Straw Hats. I do think it makes the most sense to have Shamrock pull up in a sense because Shamrock and Loki already kind of set up their 1v1. So if you have Shamrock pull back up with you, that would be interesting. The Holy Land, to what Fooly was saying now with the Holy Land, I think Lafitte might have been the one that caused this chaos. And the Revs are going to take the fall for it, or the Revs probably took advantage of it happening when it was happening. Lafitte took advantage of the Revs and what they were doing with the gondolas and said, hey, you know what? Because I find it interesting that Blackbeard is on the Den Den Mushi and he's telling Lafitte, yo, get ready. And then 2 seconds later, the Holy Land's in a sea of flames. That doesn't sound like an accident or coincidence. You feel me? It sounds like Teach is being Teach and he's scheming like he always schemed. The schemer schemed. He's plotting. He's cunning. I think that's what he's doing. And then maybe Sabo was there with the Revs. And I'm with that because, like I said, I think Blackbeard is trying to set that up so he could come in and save the day and be like a helping hand for them so they could see that he needs them, that they need him. Because right now, they're not going to trust him. You already duped us with the Warlord system. You already played the mess out of us with Marineford and Impel down. So they're not going to just trust Blackbeard. So they have to have an incentive to want Blackbeard to be on their side. And the only way to do that is if Blackbeard take matters into his own hands, stir things up, all that. And if it don't go right, then we pull, Katarina Devon. I need you to pull like Saturn real quick. Something like that goes down. We use the Blackbeard card. But all in all, I'm loving the chapter, bro. It's giving me good vibes. I give it an 8.5. That's a good rating for me. I just feel like it was a setup chapter, and there was not a lot of text, but we did get a lot of imagery. But we could have I could have gotten more text. And the next very interesting question I got, especially for our Loki lovers, because I am a Loki lover as well. But and this is the question I asked, because this leads to another question. Do we think Loki couldn't sustain his form because of the injuries he sustained from Gunko and Shamrock early on in the arc? Or is it because, the devil fruit form, his devil fruit form with the dragon just works like Gear 5, where he has a stamina threshold for it?
Both.
What's up, Scott?
Both.
That's interesting. Okay, I haven't heard that answer. I like that take. I like that take.
I don't think it's the fruit. I think heavily of him being injured. Because they already told us, like, he's really injured.
Yes.
So, I do think the food obviously helped him. But, again, all things considered, I mean, we're talking, like a matter of minutes that he's been unchained at this point. So
he just got that injury, like, a day or two ago, technically. Well, however you want to scale Elbaf time, he just got that injury regardless.
Right. So
I'm with you.
I think it's the past of being injured plus then him getting the past of being chained up for so long with the sea prism plus having gotten injured as well, and then of course right after that you're expelling all this energy. It's like, okay, I need a break, bro. So
yeah,
I think it's coupled with those things, but I don't think it's his fruit. I think he can handle that fruit.
I do too. I do like the lore of him being in the mist as well, because it makes you. I meant to ask Alex this because if I'm not sure, there is something said about the Florian Triangle and the time aspect, and we know he was in the Florian. He might were they stating that he was in the Florian Triangle? Is that what Gunko said, or is it just shrouded in mist?
I think it was shrouded in mist.
Okay. Shout out to Jacoby. Shout out to Jacoby. I just found out I was saying the name wrong. He's already started speculating from what we saw in the mist, in Thriller Bark. Does that have any correlation to Loki if there is a time dilation for the mist? Don't know how it fully works yet because
say it again. My bad. I went over my head. Say it again. I just went over my head.
There's supposed to be a time dilation for being in the mist, where you could be in that mist for a while and it might not be the same amount of time of being outside the mist. You get me? It's like being on Elbaf itself. The time just works differently. So he was saying, is it possible that we could have seen it could have been Loki watching us in Thriller Bark, but from a different time? I thought it was a stretch, but I do think it's worth considering because we don't know how none of this stuff works. So I don't take away any possibility. Just look at how likely it can possibly be. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And I just wanted to say another thing too about the Loki thing with the devil fruit, because a lot of people, I've been bringing this question to a lot of people. A lot of people have been writing me off, which is fine. We're gonna see in the future. Remember, Queen got his behind bust by Sanji, and he had a week to rest after that. A week, and after a week, Green Bull pulled up. Queen, well, it's anime only, so shout out to anybody taking the anime as canon, like myself sometimes for most things. If you see how Queen acts in his devil fruit form, he couldn't sustain his devil fruit form for long because he had those injuries and he was fatigued from getting his behind bust by the top chef. So why would I think it'd be any different from Loki when, you know, my guy Shamrock pulls out Cerberus and really does a number on him? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's just healing from that. I got to stay consistent with the Sham agenda. You feel me? But moving on, you feel what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right? Just letting y'all know. That's it. That's all.
You got Shamrock shades now. Now I gotta have something when I talk about Nami, bro. Because
these are the light ones. He's not even the Ray-Bans, bro. Don't make me go in the crib. Don't make me go.
I'm about to get the shopping this week because you're not about to flex no Shamrock shades, and I don't got nothing for the Tsunami goddess over here. That's crazy.
Bro, listen, my shades came from God Valley, bro. They're for Garland, babe.
This guy, man.
Garland, babe.
Oh goodness. Okay, well, here, this is from Slick. Okay, Nika, you doing too much with Sabo though. He definitely under Luffy right now, or extreme diff at best. Sabo over Ace also.
You see what you just said? Oh yeah, Sabo's definitely over Ace. But see what you just said? You said extreme diff. That means I'm not doing too much. Because to me, a fight with those two, I don't have. If you think Luffy's mid diffing or high diffing Sabo, I promise you, you will be surprised in the future. It's no less than an extreme. That's just me. If I'm doing too much, I'm doing too much. But I'm gonna do too much for Sabo and Shamrock till the day comes when they get frauded out on panel. Until it's on panel, I'm not taking nothing away from them. Man, y'all know that right now. We could throw a Sabo or Shamrock fraud party if y'all want to. I don't care, but I don't think the agenda is going to work against me. It usually doesn't. Just letting y'all know.
Yo, Justified was in the chat too yesterday. How many birds behind Luffy?
How many? Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, how y'all are in the Discord? I didn't know this many people were in the Discord. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, Ree. It's starting to look like there might be more than meets the eye.
Yo, I didn't know.
Or these YouTube names. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, y'all are going incognito, bro. What's going on here?
There are a lot of people in here acting like Virgo. That's what's going on. Mm-hmm. They acting like Marines, but they pirates. I see what's going on here.
Yo, Strawberry said, Robin, I love seeing my girl, but this chapter was very predictable. I didn't like this direction Oda went. Last chapter, I would have said that. This chapter, he reeled me back in because I was on the edge. And I'm like, yo, I don't know anymore. But he reeled me back in, which I'm about to talk about all that in a second. I'm not even going to.
I thought it was predictable. But, you know, me saying that is one thing. Strawberry agreeing with it, it might have been fully predictable then. Because me and Bandz talked about this on the spoiler stream. And this was before we even, with all the spoilers, we predicted this chapter. Yeah. It's gonna be a setup stalemate. And then Imu's gonna have to do something else. But we didn't know Imu, the bomb drop is Imu leaving the Holy Land.
Right.
Themselves. We thought he was just gonna be like, yo, let me just summon the rest of my knights type of vibe. But hey.
Fell for the race.
Sheila dropped a $5 super chat. Sabo over Gear 5 mid diff. Nika is right, and you are wrong, Slick.
Mid diff?
Oh wow.
I'm
not my captain.
See, look, I'm not even saying
not my captain.
I'm being consistent. I do think Luffy gives his big bro a challenge for sure. But until Luffy works out stamina, Sabo will never have this issue dealing with his little brother. I promise you. I don't care how much he's doing with that. He could be busting Sabo ass. I don't care. The moment he start that, I need food. Sabo dragging. Listen, man. Let me chill out before I put the shade back on.
Sorry, but
keep the shades off, man. Keep the shades off.
If your name is not Shanks or Imu, you're not mid diffing our captain. I'm sorry right now.
Yeah, I don't think he's mid diffing. I said extreme diff. Remember, I said extreme, no less than extreme. I respect both of those guys.
I think Akainu still beats Luffy at this point. Yeah, listen. I think Akainu still beats Luffy at this point.
Mid diff?
No, not a mid diff. I'm saying like hard diff, like not extreme.
Yeah, I think high.
Like hard, because Luffy's stamina is too much of a problem. I think you're talking about someone who fought for 10 days. You're not gonna beat someone in 10 minutes like that. It's not gonna work like that.
Wait, then can I ask you a follow-up question? So if you think that's the case, then you think Aokiji could beat Luffy?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Nah, I have to think about that. I gotta think about that. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't agree one bit, but if that's your opinion, that's your opinion.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna think on.
Interesting. Okay. Yo, that's not true, bro. Lightning will 100% take an arm off. Lightning literally blows trees apart when it strikes. Entire limbs of the tree knocked off would 100% take a limb off.
Listen, I never said it couldn't. I'm saying for what we've got shown so far with lightning, the only person to use lightning, the only two people we've seen use lightning and actually dismantle somebody is Loki and Luffy. Luffy with what he did to Summers, and Loki with what he did to his dad. That is it. But it wasn't just lightning that did it. Luffy backed it up with conquerors and armament hockey. Same thing with Loki. I don't know if it was armament, but conquerors was used as well. So it's not just raw lightning. Nami, I don't see her infusing yet. That's why I said Nami's close. When I see Nami get to those thresholds of infusing hockey, if it ever becomes possible for her, my God, the conversation is going to be different. You're not going to be able to stop Reed. It's going to be hard every conversation we get in with Nami. It's going to be difficult. So just remember, I'm not downscaling lightning. I just know that lightning being infused with others. Even Loki's Thorheim that he did, it was still infused with conquerors. It wasn't just no regular lightning blast. It was lightning infused with conquerors. That's what's doing the damage. Yeah, think about it. When Luffy hits Kaido with raw lightning, even in the anime, he doesn't lose any body parts, none of that. He just gets hit, he tanks it, he's moving. Granted, that's Kaido, but we see what type of damage can be done with just when infusing conquerors with anything, it becomes a bigger problem. That's all I'm gonna say.
She listened to $2, says Zaza stand on business. Akainu mid Luffy.
Yo, come on. What's up,
Sheila?
Listen,
if y'all think
you understand it. Bandz, it's not your time. This is my time. She said, I got you. God, that hard. He got that.
If y'all think this, bro, honestly, then the manga is not gonna end until 10 years from now. If y'all think this is the case.
Listen, no. I don't listen. Even if that's now, I think Luffy's gonna grow. Okay, so this is something I've been telling Blue in the Discord. Even if Luffy's stronger than Loki, I do think Luffy's problem is still his stamina. Mm-hmm. Loki's been nerfed so he can match Luffy perfectly and stand shoulder to shoulder, because Loki is injured right now and it's been stated he's going to be injured for months. If Loki didn't have that injury, I think we would see a stronger Loki right now. But we're not seeing that. And by the time Loki is fully healed, Luffy would have already caught up by filling up that gap with the stamina threshold. So he wouldn't have that problem no more. And now he can stand shoulder to shoulder with the actual strong Loki. That's my headcanon and what I believe, because that's how Oda has been growing these guys consistently, in my eyes. I remember Zoro told us in his lobby, we get stronger island to island. Mm-hmm. You could take that, play semantics with it all you want, but I do think these guys get stronger. Granted, Frankie just said it right after getting a power up. He's like, yo, we're tough, bro. Like, Frankie, you wasn't saying that like before the ODC, OCD thing. You didn't say that before, but now you got the power up. You're saying it. I'm cool with that. But keep in mind, everyone got to go through something first. That's all. I
hate this stamina thing. Like,
it's real though.
It's not. It's not fully real though. Like, this is okay. If y'all think that they're gonna fight and he's gonna go off rip to Gear 5, that's not gonna be the case. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
But wait. He did that for Luffy.
I understand that.
You can't say that.
I understand that
no more, because he did it for someone he didn't even need to do it for.
I understand that. I understand that. But hold, let me ask you a question. Who is the strongest person that Luffy could fight at base?
He can fight anyone in base, but he has to keep that up. And on top of that, How much does that person go all out while Luffy's in base? Because Luffy was fighting Kaido in base, but we knew Kaido could rev it up anytime he wanted.
Yep.
Okay, so does Luffy get tired or lose stamina at the same rate at Gear 5 as he does in base?
Me personally, I think Luffy knows he gets tired quick as hell, so he then he goes into Gear 5 so he doesn't waste any stamina doing anything without Gear 5. Because if I fight you in Snake Man and all this other stuff before, yeah, I think you're gonna give out a little earlier. When he fought Kizaru, he did have a time. Like, watch, this is my problem. This is why I always ask this, right? If Kizaru felt like it, what does Luffy? If Kizaru felt like it on Egghead, he gets back up. What does Luffy do? He's out. He's gassed out. If Loki's not here to back up Luffy, what does Luffy do when he times out? Yeah. He's stuck. He needs to be saved. He needs to have these whims given to him. Otherwise, he's cooked. Kizaru takes his head off.
Yep.
Oh, nice punch, but I'm gonna take your head off right now because you didn't really put me down. Your stamina gave out though. Same thing for Imu. Let me try Domi reversing you now, or let me just try hitting you with something now. Like, you know what I mean? Because your stamina's gone. You don't have Loki here to back you up. You got to figure this out. He's not gonna always be.
But
man,
the consistency is not the consistency is not matching though. When he literally pulls up to Kizaru, he's in base. He strikes him. When he fights Rob Lucci, who's the one that asks him, "Hey, can you show me Gear 5?" Rob Lucci.
But you keep getting rage baited into these things, though, bro.
It doesn't matter if he's getting rage baited.
Yes, it does matter. He's not doing out.
But he's not. But the thing is, he's not doing it though.
Man, look, you keep all right. Don't time out against the Magma Demon. I ain't gonna lie to you. Gonna burn.
But it's like, but this is the problem. But this is the problem though. When we see him at rooftop, we saw for a whole half of the fight, no Gear 5. Whole half of the fight.
That don't matter because he told Zoro, "Yo, watch my back. I need to."
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You can't do stuff.
Yes, I completely understand that. I completely understand that. That is completely a fact. But then we're also not going to just dismiss that he red rocked him. We're not going to dismiss that when Law was standing there and we see him literally in base form getting hits off and hurting Kaido tremendously with his sandals. Like, we seeing this. He could fight top tiers in base. He doesn't need to just exponentially waste all his stamina in one go Gear 5.
Can fight back, bro.
I completely agree.
That's all I'm saying, bro. What happens when no one wants to be nice to Luffy and wait for
that's what I was about to ask.
Unless he gets the same plot point that he got in Wano, where he goes out of Gear 5 and he's like, nah, bump that big sake, let me go crazy. And he goes right back into Gear 5 again.
Who's been nice to him?
He does something like that, bro. I'm not just giving it to Luffy, bro. I can't just give it to Luffy.
Doflamingo kills him. You forget that? Doflamingo kills him after his first Gear 4. If there's no one, we're not.
If there's no law, and
he's done.
And Sabo, once again, if there's no one there, he's cooked. He needs.
Let me pull this super chat up. Hold on. Sheila says, Band's story will end when Kobe stands shoulder to shoulder with Luffy. If you think that will take 5 or 10 or 20 years, is another thing.
She was right. She was right because
talking to a bunch of admirals.
When Kobe, I don't know, bro. I've always thought Kobe.
I keep on forgetting. Y'all all love admirals. I keep on forgetting this. I keep on forgetting this.
I rock with Kobe. I'm here for it. Big Kobe energy, bro. And Kobe will be in that.
I don't even like Kobe.
Kobe will be in that final fray.
I keep on
forgetting
Kobe's
real life history that actually takes out Blackbeard. Blackbeard dies to a young pirate a young marine who becomes the admiral after taking out Blackbeard. So just saying, that's real life parallel. Kobe's gonna be in the fray. Man, if you don't open your third eye, Bandz, and stop playing.
I can't believe I keep afraid I'm talking to a bunch of admirals. I
don't even like Kobe. I don't like Kobe.
You trying to play me like I'm blue.
I can't believe. Wait, so when you say shoulder to shoulder, are you talking about just like the shoulders here and the shoulders here? They're just kind of near each other. Are you talking about shoulder to shoulder?
They'll be the same height. Stop playing.
So when you say shoulder to shoulder, are you talking about strength?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you think the strongest person that's going to be in the whole show is going to have someone standing next to him?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you mean? I'm confused. I'm confused. Why is it arbitrary to think that?
Okay, so end of the show. Do you think Luffy is going to be stronger than his predecessors?
I'm not talking end of the show. I'm talking in the final war. You're talking end of the show. End of the series, yes, I got Luffy being above everybody. But in that final war, he will be standing shoulder to shoulder with Gang in him. That's just what it is.
Kobe Roger, Garp Roger.
I'm just referring to what Sheila said. Did she not say end of the story?
She said she did say the story will end when Kobe stands shoulder to shoulder. She just said,
okay. So that's end of the story. That's going to be a gigantic gap. The gap is going to be gigantic between Luffy and everybody else. I promise you that. There's no one that's going to be remotely close.
I don't think it's going to be that gigantic.
It's going to be gigantic, bro.
You're saying EOS, he blooms past everybody to a significant margin. I don't know if I got it being that significant. There will be a gap. I don't know if it's going to be. I don't think Luffy's low diffing every worthy combatant in the series just because it's EOS. I don't think.
I'd have to see it because this last fight is going to be an extreme diff. So
yeah, so I don't know what type of bloom you got him getting, bro. Like the bloom of the universe. Like,
and it's either going to be Blackbeard or Imu who he fights last. And once he gets rid of him, everybody else, the gap widens because there's not going to be that placeholder.
I don't think it's going to be a 1v1. I told you. I think Kobe's standing in that fight with him, bro. I do.
He should. Right. Narratively, just going with the narrative, that's what should happen.
It's his real life history. And Oda doesn't doesn't. I know how y'all think. Oda does his own thing with fiction, but he does. If you look at all the pirates that he has in here, yes, he even down to Bartholomew Kuma, he has given them real likeness to their actual characters, just like he does with the admirals. So to say that all of a sudden he forgets it, I can't do that. That's not consistent with my theoretical prowess. I can't do that. I'll be a fraud to myself if I thought otherwise.
So let me ask you a question. If y'all don't believe what I'm saying, do you think? Okay, Imu, right? How far is the gap from Imu from everyone else?
We don't know.
My opinion.
That's why I'm saying think. What do you think?
My opinion. I think she gets outscaled right now, but that's just my take.
I think she's spread pretty thin. I gotta see her consolidate all her powers because I'm one of those people who don't think that like she's I don't think she's a she. I think she's a thing. I think she's a spore. I think she spread out all her things to different people and whatnot. We gotta see that consolidated, like how I won with Big Mom. We never got to see Big Mom consolidated with all those homie souls and everything like that. I think we're gonna get that with her. Or it.
I'm not against that. This is why, because me personally, I think Imu is strong, but there's a reason why Imu doesn't want to just send Holy Knights to Elbaf in the first place when we saw it in the flashback. Their power is a reflection of Imu's own power. So Imu has to have them on a certain T or get rid of them so Imu can utilize that full power if it doesn't hurt Imu to have that, if that makes sense. I don't know.
I'm just saying
because I don't think the gap too crazy with Imu either. I don't think Imu just usurps everybody right now either.
I 100% think he or she or they does. I don't think there's nobody that can hold a candle to her or him.
Imu gotta pull up and show me something. Now's your time.
I don't even feel like we need to really see much. Like this is the final villain. Like I know y'all want to see it for clarification, but there's a reason why Rocks didn't just attack Imu right there and then.
See, again, I don't think that I think, like I've said already, I think we're gonna have that final battle just like Naruto at the end, and we're gonna see the final battle being a Blackbeard and a Luffy after we take out the Kaguya.
So
I think Kobe's gonna be involved with what Regis said. There we go.
So is anybody going to join Imu's side?
Unwillingly, sure.
But I'm saying, is it like you're saying these like Luffy, Blackbeard, and maybe Kobe teams up? Who's teaming up with Imu?
Well, I didn't say that. No, I'm saying a Luffy and a Kobe. I'm undecided about Blackbeard. Blackbeard might team up with Imu. I don't know.
Oh, you think Imu's gonna have Blackbeard with him?
Blackbeard
potentially
will go to the side that benefits him the most.
I don't know.
Blackbeard's gonna usurp Imu.
And after Akainu attacks him, after Akainu attacks Imu, I'm laid.
I do. Akainu. I think Sakazuki's detaching the Navy from the world. So if you're talking about anyone that Imu needs as an ally, I think we get Doflamingo back in the fray, possibly. I also think Green Bull becomes an asset for Imu. Possibly. That's the best I could give you, Bandz.
Because my train of thought is like if you want to separate Imu and Mu, right? Let's say Mu is using Imu, right? And there's this like ultra big, actual villain that's behind all the scenes, right? And let's say they're the final villain, and somehow Blackbeard uses Mu or vice versa, and Blackbeard ends up becoming the actual final villain, just extremely buffed up, right? Like that person still needs to be defeated. You get what I'm saying? So like, even if you think it's like Luffy and Kobe, right? I'll even give you that. Let's say it's a 2v1 or a 2v2. At the end of the day, once that person is defeated, they're out of the whole window. So then, like, since that person's out, Luffy obviously, to me, is going to continuously get stronger and stronger, even after the final war, right? So I just think that's just going to keep on separating the gap, like, tremendously. And if you take out Imu and Blackbeard, those two get out the gap as well. Then it's got to be the fourth strongest, which we don't even know if Shanks is going to be like. Like, what if Shanks dies? What if Mihawk dies? And then what if Imu dies and Blackbeard dies? So that's 4 people eliminated right there. And then who's the 6th closest?
So you're saying at the end at EOS, Luffy should be able to mid or low to mid diff Shanks currently or Mihawk currently?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Bandz.
And you know how I feel about Shanks.
Bandz, can I just say?
As long as you're consistent, I'm cool, bro.
Can I just say, Bandz? That's the most logical thing you ever said on any stream. That Shanks. Bandz.
I'm just saying, like, that's just how I think about it. Like you know how much I like Shanks. I still think there's a big gap between Shanks and Imu. I still think it, even though right now Showcase. To me, I don't think anything bad is happening to Imu. I just think Imu thought that Imu could Domi Reversi. It didn't work. They thought that they hurt Imu, and that it didn't hurt Imu. Just like how Imu took a explosion to the head, and we thought it hurt Imu, but it didn't hurt Imu. Just like how Rocks, Garp, and all of them thought they hurt Imu, but it didn't hurt Imu. So I don't think Imu really took an L. I think what she was trying to do was an L. But Imu itself, I don't think was like took any damage or any pain or anything.
This is my only thing to that, bro. My only pushback.
Mm-hmm.
Garp and Roger figured out critical mass pretty late. If they would have figured it out when all 6 of them niggas was attacking Imu, I do think shit would have been different. I right now want to see what critical mass does to an Imu. So I'm glad Imu's pulling up because the Straw Hat's looking real ready. So I'm hoping we get to test out some of these things. I have a theory about Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro being very close to that critical mass because they move with that philosophy. They go all out anyways. So I want to see it. I want to see how it really works, me personally. So I think Imu, we got to see how Imu looked. Like how you're talking about the flower room when Rocks pulled up. That was like 20 years before whatever happened at God Valley. So Rocks wasn't even strong enough yet. He definitely grows over those 20 years. Then faces Imu. Problem is, none of them dudes got critical mass worked out. And by the time they figured it out, Imu is off island. Imu ain't the problem. We got to deal with Rocks. So me personally, I do think critical mass is going to be a very key factor in dealing with Imu and Blackbeard. But we have to see what that means when we get there. As of right now, regular Conqueror's attacks, they're not doing much. That's why Summers keep healing because no one's hitting him with critical mass. So he's just getting hit with Conquerors and he's just healing. Gaban don't know the full length. That's why he couldn't deal with Herald because he didn't know critical mass. He just had Conquerors, but he didn't have critical mass. Shanks wasn't there yet neither. But Shanks gets stronger after this, loses an arm, and I think he goes into his prime with one arm, knowing critical mass. So once that critical mass kicks in, shit just gonna get critical, bro.
So if we're gonna use all these ifs, what if the critical mass doesn't even hurt?
Then
you're going to have to agree with me.
Then Oda would have to give an answer, and the answer that Oda gives, for me personally, I think it would have something to do. This is also theoretical. I think the answer would have to do with Luffy going into that new form, whether you think it's a Gear 5 variant or the Gear 6. The point is, it will be something attributed to the actual Devil Fruit, where Luffy could do this because Luffy's the one with the fruit. That's why Imu is even making note to that now. I can't Domi reverse these guys. I knew it. I can't Domi reverse these guys because of ... whatever the case may be. And it just might have something to do with the actual physiology of their fruits, bro.
I have a question for the whole panel, just to let you know. Do you think Garp told other Marines about this critical mass, as Nika was saying? Do you think Garp told them, like, hey, this is how you do it? Like, do you think someone like Kuzan, someone like Akainu, someone like do you think those type Smoker, even Smoker, do you think they know about it and they're training to get to that? I'm just throwing it out there. Because
I think that's why he implements. I think that's why he put them on battleship bags, because all Kuzan and all them joined the Navy after God Valley, and he's getting. That's why I said it all matters to the psychology and the philosophy of what you do as a fighter. That's why when Zoro and Luffy are sitting down, and remember, Zoro just learned from Enma in Wano that I can't hold back. The very next arc, Luffy and Zoro are sitting down talking, and Luffy's gassed out, and Zoro's like, "Yo, bro, you're that tired just for looking for Vegapunk and all that." And Luffy's like, "Yo, I go all out no matter what I do." You get me? So I do think the whole sentiment of Garp, of how he's teaching them battleship bags, no hockey, no devil fruit. You use that, and then he's saying, "Hey, literally, the thing that awoke in Kobe's conquerors was the words of not to hesitate." You get me? So I do think that critical mass, that that critical mass comes into play just off the psychology of how you are as a fighter. Don't hold back. Whenever you get the chance to eat all you can. Go all out no matter what you're doing. If you're coloring if you're using crayons and coloring a color book, color that motherfucker. Like, no matter what you do, you cannot hold back. And that's the philosophy being trained, that I'm being taught to all these guys. Sanji's flames come straight from his core, passion. You get me? Straight from his soul. That's how I believe it. And that's the critical mass. It comes from that 21 grams of your soul that the body ends up missing once the body dies. Zoro, Enma just told you just confirmed in your head that Oden was doing this on a regular. You over here struggling. Get with it. You can't hold back. Luffy, you see it. He get the same tattoos. No matter if Luffy's in base, if Luffy's in gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, he don't hold back. Gear 5 is the only thing we haven't seen him go all out in. And that's what we need to see. That's when we get that critical mass for real. So I digress.
What about you two? What about the rest of y'all? I want to know. I want to know what about the panel thinks.
I think it's possible, but I don't know that. I like where Nika is going. I don't think he directly told
That's what
people.
I'm saying. Even if
But I do think the people that he's training, he's trying to kind of put them on that path to where they can unlock that on their own. But it would make sense that he probably didn't say anything because he doesn't want people to know that, first off, he doesn't want to talk about why he's the hero of the Navy. So it would make sense that he probably didn't say anything about critical mass because he might be asked further questions and he'd have to explain what happened on God Valley. Hold on a sec. She listened to $5 Canadian. She said, Ria's like, I didn't know One Piece was this serious. Can we go back to the chapter, please?
Yeah, Rhea,
hey,
give us your
Sheila,
chapter.
It's always this serious.
You didn't give us your chapter.
Always this serious.
Yeah, I didn't get my rating yet. I don't want no smoke. I'm going to let y'all throw smoke at each other, and I'll just be the bystander, man.
I don't throw smoke. I throw facts. That's all.
It's no smoke, bro. It's no smoke. All fire.
Hey. Okay, go ahead and throw your Sabo thing out, bro. I already know where you're going, bro.
You know the benevolence is coming. Stop playing with me.
Look, man, when there's smoke, there was probably a lightning strike right before that. You just missed it. Anyway, okay. The chapter. Okay. I don't even know what I rate the chapter. I'll be honest with you. I've been trying to think about it because I want to say 9. I want to say 8. I want to say 10. I don't really know because I have, like I said, been really on this seesaw these last couple of this whole year. I've been on a seesaw with Oda and his writing. And I was actually loving this chapter all the way through, and then I saw that Summers was alive. So then I got upset and I took 2 points off. But then the ending with Mu potentially leaving the Holy Land made me want to add a point back to it. So I don't really know where that adds up. Maybe 8.5, maybe 9. But all I know is, like I've already said, Summers should be dead. Summers should not be here anymore. Summers should have been sent to the Shadow Realm. And I don't like it because now, again, like I've said, I have to call Gaban a liar, or he's just an aura farming liar. I don't know why you would tell me, yo, You just got to do this one thing, man. I used to do it all the time back in my day. So then we do it with 2 conquerors and it does nothing. So I don't really know how I feel, honestly, because this regen thing is really messing with me and it's messing with what I think about One Piece overall. Because every time these Holy Knights are seen, where are the defense feeds? You know, like even Gunmu to this Usopp thing, Gunmu knew like, whatever, man, just don't hit me. And boom, oh, okay, I got hot. I got hit. Whatever. I can't die anyway. You know, like that's starting to really bug me because with the regen, it's like, you can't kill me. So whatever, blow 99% of my body up. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to regenerate. And that's bugging me because it's like, yo, are y'all competent? I don't know. I know y'all are powerful-ish from what I've seen. I know y'all have powers because of what I've seen Killingham do. Summers with the thorns, okay. But can y'all really squabble if it matters? I don't know. Because if you take the regen off, the Holy Knights would have died dang near 10 chapters ago. Summers would have at least. You know, I don't know. Garling wouldn't even be around. They would have been raised without a dad. So I'm just trying to find out, are y'all real or not? I don't know. Talk to me. You got it, bro.
Bro, this is the same problem I had when Gaban was like, yo, we used to beat them all the time. I'm like, what do you guys do? What do you guys do besides regenerate, beat up kids, which I'm all for, but you guys don't win at all. You guys don't win. Just some bullies, bro, but like not even the good type of bullies. They're the bullies who lose. Y'all suck, bro. The Holy Knights, besides Shamrock, all have no aura because they lose all the time.
Let's go. Sham.
Mm.
In Shamrock trust.
Hey, but you might have to rephrase his statement a little bit there.
Wait, go ahead, Bandz. What you said?
No, I was gonna say Zaza got to rephrase his statement earlier. He said they just beat up kids, which I'm all good for. No, he got to rephrase that.
You know he's not rephrasing.
I want to
say listen, they beat up kids. Like when Saint Summers did a great job of getting the kids from the tree to land on the thing. Like that's great storytelling right there. But outside of that, they lose. I have no faith in that. I'm just like, yo, they're just here.
I just want to say this though, right?
What's up?
All right, let me read this super chat from your boy real quick. ABK says W streams, good vibes.
Oh boy.
Fuji is a fraud.
That's maybe, yeah.
I'm not even entertaining ABK.
It's your boy, man.
Leave it alone.
No. This is personal. He's trying to rage bait me. It's okay. It's personal. We've had this Fuji thing for a while, but don't worry. The blonde band.
Oh, God.
But I was gonna say this.
Wow.
I was gonna say this real quick. I remember Bree. I said this a while ago about Gaban. He said he told us that we could kill the God Knights, but he never said they killed any of them. He said we just beat them black and blue. He never actually confirmed that we killed any of them. But he's telling us we can kill them. Yet you ain't kill nobody.
Facts.
But you know something? I'm gonna say this about the God Knights. And this is something Blue pointed out to me a while ago. Because I read it, it went over my head. Like I saw it, I comprehended it, but because he got chopped sweet style by Gaban, it made me think. You know, it made me look over it. But Summers was blocking with his thorns. He was blocking Conqueror's coding attacks pretty comfortably with when he was fighting Gaban. Gaban outsped him and got past and was able to basically chop him up and all that. But he had defense against the Conqueror's coding. You know what I'm saying? All I'm going to say though is that we just gotta give it some time and we gonna see, man. But Gaban, he is looking a little. He looking like number 3 and not number 2. And shout out to
Yeah, facts, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. I'm just trying to find out, bro. Gaban been lying, bro. He been lying, man.
I should let his kid die because if you're gonna do all this just to keep getting beat up, let that little listen. I love Colin, but if you gonna show out like this, Colin gotta die, bro. Like, goddamn.
Colin probably gonna unlock Conqueror's Haki this art.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not giving everyone Conqueror's Haki.
No, he should. He should. He should. I think it would make sense. He should get conquerors. We gave it to Dopey.
Just because he likes the Giants, I get it. I see it. I see the vision. Okay.
He gave it to Dopey at 8.
If we give Colin Conquers Hockey this arc, then I'm gonna think we did Momonosuke dirty because he deserved it. Standing up, saying his name, turning into a dragon, biting Kaido, all that stuff. He could have had.
The reason I'm gonna go back again because he got the voice of all things, so he's good. He don't need all that.
He's gonna get it. I promise you that. He got his father's genes for a reason.
Momonosuke sucks.
And Kaido's for 2 conquers. You don't get that.
God,
you don't get that. You don't get
that. Spade to spade. Momonosuke sucks.
Good night.
Bugging. You see that design?
Facts.
We don't say bugging.
He is the coolest looking pink character
of all time. He's the
Momo is the coolest pink character in One Piece over Doflamingo.
No, absolutely.
His design is better.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Hey,
the coldest kimono you ever seen.
Nah, bro.
I take
fluff on Doflamingo, bro. That's iconic, man.
It was cool until Momo.
They're not better than Senior Pink.
I love Senior Pink, but he's wearing a purple shirt, man. Come on.
He don't wear no pink.
You don't mean he doesn't got no pink. You got pink on?
His shirt is purple. You can't put him against Fuji, bro.
Isn't the baby bib thing?
Yes, it's pink.
That's different.
But
different.
When he had the suit on though, he wasn't no pink guy though. You know what I mean?
That's because he wasn't in character.
$5 super chat from Sheila. She says, "So I hear Fuji is a fraud, eh, Kezi? Seems like you influenced your best friend ABK to think that. Good on you. # Flame Emperor better."
I mean, the Flame Emperor is going to surpass all the admirals, so that's cool with me. I'm cool with that. You're not going to get me to downscale Sabo on no levels at all. But we not doing that. I'm not doing that to Fuji. The only person I'll be satisfied with Fuji losing to right now is a Mihawk. I ain't gonna hold you. Like an actual defeat is a Mihawk. That's the only person that to me could outdo a Fujitora. So
you don't think Zoro can?
He'll get there.
He's not there right now. I get what he's saying.
I just don't think that blind man gonna be able to react to Enma like that.
Oh
but
boy, here we go.
So,
why not?
Leave it alone.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not even trying to rage bait. Why y'all keep on thinking I'm rage baiting this?
Y'all be wilding. I'll be rage baiting. I can be wilding.
Nika rage.
No, I really think Zoro is like he's at a level of swordsmanship where I feel confident of him against anybody other than Shanks and Mihawk right now.
We don't even know how Fuji has never gone out all the way with anyone. Right?
No admiral, outside of Punk Hazard, no admiral has been shown to go all out on panel, on screen, none of that. So I will never. I personally think the admirals are being saved for when they really need to.
Thank you.
Their final war stuff really, really pops off. I don't think right now is the time for admirals to be cooking niggas just casually like
exactly.
that.
I don't know. I don't know if it was for y'all, but for me, when we got the panel of Zoro clashing, Kitsetsu against Kitsetsu, and it was Zoro and Nojuro, I didn't feel like any bit in my heart like, damn, if they were to fight, Zoro would get low diffed. I never felt any of that in me. I actually felt pretty confident with him.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know because Luffy's not hurting any of them anyway, and Luffy has control of Conqueror. Zoro doesn't even know he has Conqueror, so like that right there.
Now he does. To Band's point, now he does. Because Bandz is talking about Zoro right now.
Oh, I'm talking about Zoro on Egghead.
Yeah, Zoro right now is competent, but I just think Fuji's very competent as well.
Yeah.
We don't announce he's holding a Supreme Grade for no reason. If that's the case, we could have gave Brooke a Supreme Grade. Right? Yeah. So that's just me.
Yeah, or at least a great grade.
And
I like Zoro's chances.
And then to add, Venus Zoro, well, he wielded his hand. Maybe a lot of people don't agree with this take, but Zoro used 2 sword style going doing this thing, and what's it called? Venus Zoro did it was one-handed. Like, what happens if he just puts his other hand on the sword? He
doesn't need to because his sword is gigantic.
Let me just grab this sword with my other hand too, and then really do it. I think Zoro would need the 3rd sword for that. Yeah, for sure.
I don't, but his Kitsetsu is so big, it's like gigantic. You know what I mean? So like, I don't think he needs to do that. Like, I think the reason why he does the 2 sword style is because when he's like Do we say galloping? He's not galloping, right?
Yes.
Like, is he? He's galloping. Okay,
Yes.
When he's galloping towards Sanji and Jinbe and Frankie and all of them towards the ship, like when he like gets, or not Jinbe, but when Jinbe spears him, Zoro towards him, and they clash. Like when he like turns around, because like only his upper body gets around. When he does it like that, and he has the impact of the clash, I don't think he can just like go like over the top and just like grab two of his swords or like I don't know. I just feel like he just wouldn't be able to do that.
I think we're envisioning this two different ways, because the way he went, the way he did to Zoro was a block. He was about to go at different target, then he peeped Zoro last minute and turned his attention to Zoro. Mm-hmm. What happens if he goes in fully intended to strike down Zoro? I do think Zoro has to pull out that third sword, and I do think Venus Zoro is going to be doing much more. Even for Fuji Toro, his style right now is a backhanded sword style. He got serious for one move against Sabo and held his sword. He flipped his sword around, and instead of holding it backhanded, he held it with the force to go at somebody. He did the gravity thing, blah blah blah. Then after that, it was like, all right, you're gonna calm down. What happens if Fuji wields his sword with two hands? If we ever see it, I do think something will be different too. There's a reason why we're holding back these feats that can obviously be given to these guys. I think we see it later on. You got Kizaru fighting using his light sword, holding it with two hands. And it's like, all right, what happens when the actual swordsmen start doing that shit? Okay, all right. That's just me. That's just how I think about it. Like, we hold these feats back for a reason.
Correct me if I'm wrong. When Zoro blocked the sovereignty from Kaido and Big Mom, did he use all three swords to block it?
Yes.
He did, right?
It was three.
Yes.
It was three? Okay.
That's why the three sword style is a big difference. That's why when Zoro is not having the third sword, he is nerfed. He needs the three. That's his tempo, man. He needs it.
Wait, so do you guys think that, like, if North Zoro were to do an attack, right, instead of like aiming that direction and was actually trying to attack Zoro, would that attack be stronger than the combined attack from Big Mom and Kaido?
I'm not even about to attack that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Let you have
Leave it alone, because I know what you're trying to say.
I'm gonna pause that.
I'm just saying, but
I'm gonna pause that because the wrong piece is in the building.
Wrong.
Says the Strawhat Podcast in the house. If Dragon pulls up to Elbaf, the same way he did in Logtown, but holding Imu this time and saving Luffy, bro, I'm gonna lose my ish.
Can I answer this?
This is ground zero. Can I answer this?
Go for it, man.
He already has his hand full with whatever's going on with Mary Blood. He's not pulling up to Elbaf. I need you Dragon fans to understand. Listen, I have no problem with Dragon at this point. I love this backstory. I feel like it's giving him fleshed out his character a little bit more. But like, let's not act
I like it.
He's not doing that. He has to worry about what Blackbeard is going to do on marriage wise. He cannot focus on two places at one time. There's too many forces. He can't do that.
He can. No, he can. That's why we have a chief of staff.
I'm
gonna let my field commander deal with the Holy Land.
But I don't think
I could possibly go to Elbaf.
No, he just gotta let Ivankov do it. That's it. He's straight. You ain't gotta do that. Just let Ivankov handle it.
You can't have Ivankov on that.
Ivankov is a stepper.
That's a Sabo.
Ivankov is a stepper.
Statement. That's a Sabo step up. He's like, I need Sabo to stay here. So Sabo.
No, he's there because he's chasing Kuma. He's there to get Kuma.
Oh God. Mm-hmm. Why is he still alive?
He does have a reason to be there. He does have a reason. So I don't think it's crazy. I actually like it a lot.
Can I ask a quick question of Fooly? Because I know he's the fungi person, so I wanted to ask him this.
Oh, okay.
So
wait, fungi or like fungus fungi? Would you talk?
Well, I thought fungi is
a fungi too.
Isn't fungi like plural? It's not fungus.
No, right? No. You said fungi, but I'm not sure if you mean like fungus fungi or fungi like a Fooly mad fun.
Oh no, fungi like GI, like fungi, like fungus.
Oh, like fungus. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, if you believe that Imu is the fungus, do you believe then coincidentally would that also would that also be a great coincidence that Chopper's fruit is a mushroom? Because isn't that considered also a fungus?
Before you answer that, don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. Y'all are going crazy in the chat. Thank you. And y'all are going crazy joining in and watching. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Thank you so much. All right.
And then to follow up with that question, right? Before you answer that one, do you then believe that the Domi Reversi, right, when it happens and the tentacles strike into someone, do you believe that is like a virus or an infection being put into them?
Yes, I do believe there is a virus or an infection being put into them, and I don't know what the whole like Chopper being able to slap them back, because like in the sense, if you think about human and fungi with the whole like system, if he is a human, like the base of like what a human is, he's bringing them back to what the base of he's bringing them back to their base. You could say that's what he's doing. He's bringing them back to their base, in the sense of bringing them back to like a form of health. Because like the whole thing with Chopper and health and like everything like that, because I know I'm seeing some theories about like that could be connected to like the reason why Luffy and like the reason why Luffy and Loki didn't get transformed could be a reason, because Chopper has worked on them. He has given them medical treatment and whatnot, and so that could be a thing connected to like that. But like I do believe, to the second question, I do believe it is a spore. They are being infected by something and whatnot, because Mu talks about it being a cost. And I feel like the cost is spreading themselves out thinner. That's the reason why we haven't got a full-on force of Brawn out in this, because Mu is always connected and always have their eyes everywhere. And for us to get the full like effect of Mu, we're going to see them pulling everything.
So then, to follow up with that, then do you believe that this might be a little headcanon? But I like what you're thinking. I don't fully agree, but I like it. But do you believe then that if let's say Emu 100% accomplishes the plan of flooding the whole world, right? And let's say like we're living on like a Marie Joie, or we're living on Sky Islands, right? Do you then also believe that pays attrition to the fact that like the fungus doesn't need to live like other plants, like other living things?
Yeah, because I brought up before that we've seen like using current day example, right? We have like spores and fungi that literally can convert like radiation and things like Chernobyl. That's a thing that we like have. Like nature always going to like evolve past like calamities of the world. And if you want to go to a deep level, because this is just a thought I was thinking about Mu, right? Like just using like baby language, Mu could be relating to like mother in a sense, and like the planet, the earth itself is like the mother and whatnot. Mu could be like a representation of the earth itself. And you know how like some people will like go to the whole eco planet thing of like, you know, the earth is like trying to call us because we are a virus upon it. It would be kind of self-poetic for a virus to wipe out a virus, in a sense, like a fungus type substance to take on what we are as humans, a fungus upon this planet.
Okay. So then, so I don't want to sound like an interrogation. So then, do you believe that, how do I word this? Do you believe that when we get to the One Piece and we find the One Piece, right? Not necessarily that it diminishes its value, because now that we have Chopper, do you believe then the One Piece that is being, you know, picked or grabbed from Luffy, obviously it will give him the throne of King of the Pirates, since he will find that and get to the last island. Do you believe it's more beneficial for Luffy to have the One Piece, or more beneficial for Chopper to have the One Piece? Or both? Both.
It's going to be both, because I feel like the One Piece is a multiple part thing. It's not just one thing, and I've held on to that theory for like a long time. It's something that my friend put into me like a while ago before he passed and whatnot, and just like I've always kind of believed that the One Piece is a set piece of things. It's going to give Nami her treasure. It's going to give everybody something. It's not going to give Luffy anything besides the title that he wants, because he already said it's just a stepping stone. So like I feel it's going to give everybody somewhat what they want besides Luffy, besides the title.
So yeah. Would it be far-fetched for me to say, and this is just the last thing that I wanted to say, would it be far-fetched to say that something residing with and in the timeline chronologically, was there something that came into fascination for Emu, not just to eradicate Lunarians just because they're a great race, but maybe there was something that was beneficial at most to Emu and then eradicate them so they could take that from the Lunarians so it could benefit, Emu itself, if it is a fungus, like, the ability to live up top above the red line and, use their resources to be able to self-sufficient themselves so they don't have to rely living on the ground. And then on top of that, if that is the case, right, do you then believe, like what I believe, that Marco knows who Emu is as well? Because I believe Marco knows who Emu is. I'm wholeheartedly 100% believe Marco knows who Emu is.
I've never heard your theory of like how Marco knows Emu.
I was about to say elaborate. Why you think that's
please do.
Oh, so
before you go to that, I got 3 super chats I need to read, and then I'll let you cook.
Ooh, I see them. You got to read them.
All right. I'm gonna let you cook. Don't forget whatever you're about to say. All right. ABK says, I think Emu uses Mother Flame and eradicates Elbaf.
Nah. Fair.
Maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
I like that.
So you're thinking to go to Nika's theory. That'd be interesting. That'd be really interesting. Okay. Sheila with the 5 Canadians says, Zaza, have you considered that maybe Dragon is built different and then he has the multi-clone shadow jutsu?
Whoa. That's tough.
Come on, bro. She knows how much you loved it in God Valley, bro. Come on.
Yo, anyway, next super chat, please. Next super chat.
Come on, man. He's omniscient, bro. His son is a god. Why can't? No, he can't be omnipresent. Okay. I'm with it, Sheila. I'm a dragon lover, so I believe that he can do the clone.
Read that poll. Read that poll about who is the drippiest drip after the super chat. I need some that.
Oh my god. Okay. It was Doflamingo, by the way. That's the guy. But Momo was right behind him, so don't get too happy. Strawberry with the $10 super chat says, when I get Dawn of Liberation, we are playing and revisiting skill and power scaling. Which, of course, if you guys saw the video I did with the interview of Kesco, that is the game they're coming out with. Dawn of Liberation, the board game. So yes, absolutely. We got to play it on stream when it comes out of the Kickstarter. Okay. And then, yes, thank you. Chat going crazy like the stream. Yes. Appreciate it. Big stream today. Love it for the guys. Yes. The group is growing every week. We had 10 people last week. Now we have 18. Next month could be 20, 50, or maybe even 100. It's only a matter of time.
Yep.
Appreciate everyone who's dropped a super chat membership. Not only you guys, though, everyone who's dropped a like or a comment as well. Thanks for the love, man. Seriously.
And shout out to Rom again. I just got the notification because Ree usually greets everyone who joins the Discord himself personally. That is not an auto bot that does it. Ree goes out his way to do that. And while we're on stream, Rom is the one. Wolverine joined the Discord and Rom welcomed him. So I just want to say thanks.
Okay.
Real talk. Yes, sir.
Oh, appreciate it, Rom. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Bandz, what you're gonna say. But I do gotta finish my thoughts on the chapter. But go, please. Make sure you do.
Oh, you want me to go quick? I got you.
Yeah, do your thing.
So, so the reason why I believe Marco knows who Emu is because, so from the simple fact that everything that's tied to him, it goes into the direction of Emu. So, like, if you believe in like I forgot what's the theory. The theory of it in real life is the 6 degrees or whatever it's called. Like you're always 6 degrees related to someone. So it's like could be related to a cousin, that could be related to this, that could be related to LeBron. You know what I mean? So like if you look at Marco's just like his 6 degrees, like he has his father, and then his father met Whitebeard, and then his father was also surrounded in the same area around Emu, rocks, and all of that, same time period, and etc. And then if you use, Marco right now, he's tied to still Whitebeard. He's still tied to Blackbeard. He's still tied to Ace. He's still tied to Luffy. He's still tied to every single body that you could think of. But then the interesting fact about it all is, especially if you look at the anime adaptation about it, when Marco is having a conversation with Whitebeard about races, it specifically kind of hints at the simple fact that Whitebeard also knows as well who Emu could potentially be, or who Emu is. And so that conversation kind of alludes that, hey, maybe along the line that Whitebeard told Marco who he is or who Emu is. And then on top of that, the simple fact that we get literally the history, not the full history, but we get some history from Marco explaining who the Lunarians is also a very interesting fact, because like when we get the whole Odin flashback of them traveling throughout time, we don't really get moments, and like obviously it's not shown, so there could have been a pocket of time that happened, but there was never a moment, especially outside of the conversation with Roger, where there could have been a moment where they spoke or learned about Lunarians. You get what I'm saying? So knowing how Marco moves in the story and how he's always tied to someone and how his father's always tied to someone, it makes it seem like to me that after their conversation, Marco went on like multiple journeys outside after, because you know how when Whitebeard died, the crew was still connected. He probably went on to learn about the history of every single thing and try to tie everything together. And then I think that's also why he's good with Shanks. It's not just because of what happened at Marineford. I think he's also good with him because of the simple fact that they both know the same thing and they both know how to handle the same thing. And on top of that, I think for a fact, he's somewhat tied to a Lunarian for sure, because I also believe that his fruit, like his devil fruit, must have originated from a Lunarian. Because you know how like, you know, devil fruits are manifestations of something like the Phoenix. I believe that came with a tie to a Lunarian.
Or at least someone with a Lunarian in mind.
Yeah. Yes. So that's why I believe that he for sure, he has all the resources around him and literally all the connections to 100% know who Imu is. Like, I would not be surprised at all.
Okay. Wow. I'm here for it. Makes sense. They have Marco Polo on God Valley. I'm with it. I'm not against it. Significance with the 199 super chat. He says, hello from Instagram Live, #1 viewer. What up? What up? What up? Welcome to the YouTube stream. Appreciate the super chat. Welcome in and thank you for watching Significant. That is very significant. Okay. A lot of comments. I apologize to everyone I didn't get to read. Obviously, it's not possible. There's a lot. So I'm not only just hitting super chats on purpose, but obviously see how it's going tonight. Sheila says Tsunami agenda gotta be known to have started here at the Strawhat Podcast. Exactly. Thank you, Sheila. Make sure people know this because I don't want to see no one else saying that they've been down with the Tsunami gang. Which, thank you for the segue, because can we talk about the upscale since we're talking about the chapter again? Can we talk about Nami Noms? Because it's scary because we already know what electricity does to things that are wet. So I'm just concerned now that instead of just giving you a classic Thunderbolt tempo, she's gonna turn up the heat and make Zeus rain a little bit and give you a full thunderstorm. And that's scary because that's an unintentional upscale for Nami. And we're seeing how big Zeus can get, which again, no one has explained to me why he can't just keep eating weather eggs and just get bigger and bigger. There's no limit to this thundercloud. So the scaling is still untapped, and she was just feeding it to him until he basically just had to go. And rain on these areas. And it looks like him plus Jinbe, of course, is gonna put out these fires. But I'm scared. Yes, I said Jinbe because I already know you're gonna be mad if I don't say it.
Shout out Big Blue Jimmy. You know the
shout out to Big Blue Jimmy, man. But I'm terrified with what is coming for Nami. Okay, I'm terrified because she's still not showing me where the cap is for her, and that's something we should all be a little bit fearful of, because this is nothing compared to the size of thunder cloud that we saw Zeus of inside of that house. This is significantly bigger. I'm talking about the house with Road, by the way. I guess I should clarify what's in my head. And that puts Road down. So we already have her taking down a giant. Well, what if we had a thunderstorm where Road gets wet? Pause. Huge pause. God, that's a crazy pause.
Thank you.
I got you. My bad. Wow. He gets water on him and electrocuted at the same time. Let's say he's just standing in a puddle with a giant Zeus cloud. What now? Does he get back up? Does she really take down a giant? I think yes. Either way, so that was great to see. I'm loving the 3 chapters in a row now of Nami being amazing. Then also, sorry, I had to rethink about what we even saw in the show. Oh yeah, Chopper, the forest god, cool. Thumbs up, man. Chopper's doing his thing. Cool for Chopper. And we got Robin. She's still around. She had a cameo this chapter, so shout out to her. And then I didn't even talk about the Holy Land because we had speculated that it looked fine from what we saw last time we looked at it. Now I'm seeing a burning building that is basically broken down into rubble. So if Dragon does pull up, then Sabo gets a massive upscale. And now I'm concerned about Shamrock because Shamrock, what happened, brother? What happened? Because did Sabo give you that work? Now I need someone to check a pulse on Shamrock because he was sent back to stop this. Granted, he could have been sent back. Of course, we already know that it was already happening. So maybe this is the remnants, but he did stop it once he got there. I need to see though, because I'm concerned. Can someone send a APB for my boy Shamrock? But this is a big deal. I want to know who's sitting there in the Holy Land or in the throne room, the castle. I want to know who's sitting in the castle with Imu. Is that person important? Because we know Gunko was important. I also want to know if Imu is even going to Elbaf. We haven't talked about that. Because Imu might not be going to Elbaf. Just because we see this whole thing, I think it might be a redirect from Oda. I don't know. I think it might be. Why can't Imu take a little trip to an island that's burning and freezing at the same time? Why not?
No, I've speculated that. We talked about that in the Discord. Is Imu going to get the Galley Law Giants possibly? The only thing I would say to that is that even if you brought the Giants back alive, they're only supposed to be able to listen to whoever said King of Elbaf is. But if Domi Reverse is a thing, then no, you could be completely right.
Right. So, this is what I'm saying. I think we're all just assuming, you about to pull up. But I don't know. I think Imu is probably going to go somewhere else. It might be the hazardous punk. I don't know. It might be to go and grab some other unknown person and Domi them. I have no idea. But I think Imu might have seen what Imu saw. And god dang it, Imu might actually be done with Elbaf. I'm going to come out and say it. You might not see Imu actually in Elbaf at all. That might be it for Imu.
If Imu does that, Imu pussy.
I agree.
Because Summers and Killingham still there with needing help. So and Gunko.
I think they get zapped back. Or
are we coming back to the Holy Land?
Yeah, I think they get zapped back. Because it's because Imu will have seen what Imu needed to see. That's why in that conversation, like, oh, you guys are blank. I don't think, by the way, that Imu was gonna say devil fruit users. That's just too obvious. Like, you should have known that already. That doesn't make sense to me. It's something more. That's why I'm like, okay, could there be a long-term play? Actually, hold on. Before I say that, let me read this comment from Sheila. Commander-in-Chief Kong was promoted to Imu's servant after Gunko got the mission to evade Elbaf. It's crazy. That is crazy. Wow. You think that's who is sitting there? I mean, hey, man. At this point, maybe. I don't know. But Kong does need some more screen time. So this is a good way to get him some screen time. F it. I don't know.
I think Imu was gonna potentially say you two are either gods or kings.
Could be. Well, I want to say this, like I said in the chapter, and I think y'all are gonna all disagree, which is fine. I'm just throwing the question out. Could it be where this attack was a Domi reverse, but not really? But maybe this is just cope for me that this is like a longer term play, and this will work out later on. Like they do end up hating each other, but it just hasn't happened yet. And it's like, okay, that's why Imu was like, okay, I got it. You know, this did work, but it's a longer term play. After all of this, like y'all are working together, but they'll slowly start hating each other. Not understand why, but this is how you get Loki to go with Blackbeard, because he's just not going to be able to rock with the Straw Hats. Like I don't like you. But that's where it turns. And it's not going to make sense to the rest of the crew. It's like, yo, you would just work with us. Nah, F y'all. I don't like it. F y'all. We not gang no more. Why not? I don't know. I just don't like Luffy. And then he diverts and actually goes down the path, links with Blackbeard, and that's where we have that kind of issue there. Y'all think that's possible, or am I coping and just waiting?
Anything is possible.
Yeah, I think anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Not a bad thought. It's not a bad take.
For me, I think it's either. I think Imu. I think there's only two places that Imu could be potentially going. It's back to Elbaf or to the Abyss. I think anything other than that would just kind of be a far left move. I think it has to be the Abyss or Elbaf.
Yeah, he has to go to Elbaf or the Abyss. You can't let Usopp, a regular human, call you out and then you don't go to the place that you, like Nika said, you could look pussy if you don't go over there. He will. I know you hate him.
Killing him foreshadowed it. Killing him foreshadowed. He just told Sanji and them. He said, underestimate us now while y'all can. Like they're kind of foreshadowing the setup of more knights coming here. But I could be wrong, you know. That could be a foreshadowing that pans out later on in another battle. But for what
that's what I'm saying.
For what Frankie was saying, for what Luffy says, where it's like, "Yo, stay close. I might need backup later." Type shit. It's seeming like they're gearing up for something. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get Shamrock, we get some other knights, or Gorsei, because you know I have my feelings about Garland being pulling up and stuff like that. But I do feel like right now it's like heavily in question, you know.
Wait, Reed. So let me know if you have a problem with this. So this is what I think. I don't believe that giant laser comes down and blows up Elbaf. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. Do you because this is how I believe it, right? I think if Imu comes back to Elbaf, like let's say they have a fight, whatever, and let's say there's no actual like victor, or like there was like some sort of case where like the fight had to end, I think it is a possibility that all the giants do have to leave ultimately at the end for Elbaf. I think Imu will put what is it called, a sigil or whatever onto Elbaf. Him or them or themselves will put that there so that they could just get there whenever they want, like immediately. Yes. And so now that like brings a big problem for the rest of the giants, and they're like, okay, this is no longer a safe place. We have to move. I legitimately think
this mark is still in the throne room, so you're right already off that.
Yeah, but I think there's gonna be like more so that you could just like I just don't see there's any possibility. And I feel like Jarul definitely like hinted at this, like, hey, we'll trade you like our history and our culture, you know what I mean, for Elbaf, like that giving up. So I feel that makes me feel like they were already ready for that if that was the case. Like, hey, if we need to evacuate Elbaf, we can.
Oh, there's also the summoning circle that Shamrock told Gunko to make to get killing him in Summershire. So there's 2 abyssal marks here in Elbaf.
Yep.
Right? So we could have them pop up in plenty of places.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna say was I'm not gonna lie, my wild card is I don't think Moo's coming. This is just me being random. My random thought is I think they're going to Elbaf. Not Elbaf, but looking at Alabasta.
Alabasta? You think he was going to Alabasta? That's hold on, Fooly. Talk about that, please. Tell me why you think that. Because I didn't consider that. That's interesting.
I just the connections and everything like that. I just feel like the Alabasta is they're showing that Alabasta might, or at least like the family of Alabasta is more important than we think, and the royal family is gone. Vivi's gone, the king's gone, and the whole set that we did in the beginning of like getting the kingdom together and whatnot, and now them to be like ruleless and whatnot, I think it might play a factor in some type of way. That's just something that comes to my mind. With like, oh, moves moving. Alabasta would be a wild one that would shake up shit for all of us. It with the Alabasta because I don't know. We found I'm forgetting the whole part with Robin and the whole like crocodile thing with the whole like the rooms or whatnot, not the rooms, but the polyglyphs. I forgot what the polyglyphs down there said, but like something. This is what my mind goes to.
It said ancient weapon in Wano.
Old Wano.
Could this be the beginning of the Void Century rerun? Like, I'm gonna take the kingdoms and have them fight against you.
I don't think
kingdom over.
I don't think at this time period that can happen because of the simple fact that with how much influence Luffy has right now, especially with the simple fact that the major contributing factor from now to back then is that we have Morgans. Like, they didn't have Morgans back then. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I know people don't value Morgans as an important character, but he really influences a lot of people's mind when it comes to society. So, like, if Morgan sees something like that, and especially with the simple fact that Morgan saw what he saw with Vivi, and then literally on top of the fact that like everything got broadcasted with Vegapunk, that would be completely hard to do. Like the Vegapunk broadcast and Morgan's influence would really make that hard to do, like to repeat that again, the whole Void Century, because you can't keep anything in secret with those with especially Morgan's, unless you're thinking Morgan's gets wiped off the map, which is completely possible. I just don't think you could do it because he's the number one snitch.
Okay. To be continued on that point, my friend. Trip in the building says, yo, what it do, gang? I told y'all Elbaf ground 0, Rayleigh top 5, and he ain't 4 or 5.
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Definitely above the bomb.
Does anyone have any final thoughts about anything? Or did y'all get all your thoughts out already?
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Kezzy. Go ahead.
Oh, I oblige.
No, I just wanted to ask Rhea a question, because he was talking about that. I just wanted to ask, do you think, let's say you and Fooly, like what you guys are talking about, let's say that is trying to transpire, right? Do you believe that, let's say Alabasta is the target, right? Let's say they go for that. Do you then believe that I don't want to say like in a revolt, like a revolution, do you believe then that this can cause like a reverse reverie where it's like, hey, we went to the world government for a reverie, but let's hold our own reverie, excluding the world government, and let's try to work together to go against Imu or against the world government?
I could see interesting. I could see that in like the long run. Like we could see that, like a council meeting of people who are trying. Yeah, I could definitely see that in the sense of like the nations trying to have. I mean, so the nations who support Luffy and whatnot, because it was just like, yeah, we all couldn't talk at the table. Now we can all talk at this table.
Yeah. Do you think that's also a possibility with everybody who's a D clan? You think there will be a D clan reverie?
It could be.
Man, you know that's what people want.
I will say though that the people that Luffy has as allies up there still outnumbers the people that don't know him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yeah, he's got allies that are in the 20 kingdoms, but it's like, or 19, but it's like, okay, he still is outnumbered.
So then to continue on, then let me ask you another question. If they try to do the Void Century stuff, and let's say they go to Alabasta first, do you then think like no matter what, Dragon will drop everything and say, hey, we have to go to Alabasta?
It depends on who's in the Holy Land right now.
If the Knights are going to, if the Holy Knights do come to Elbaf with Imu, Dragon does make a move, because then we finally get declaration that the Holy Knights have full on made a move.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most I say. Is the Holy Knights not being in the Holy Land, you gotta make some type of move, bro. Either on the Holy Land or towards Elbaf. Or like I said, you have Sabo head to the Holy Land while you head to Elbaf. Type shit.
Okay.
What else y'all got?
I love the moment of Luffy doing all the punches towards Imu. It was very reflective of Garp when he did it to Rocks. That made me think of that completely. He got ready to punches the same way. It just missed all the flames.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope. That was a dope little tidbit, man. I like that.
Slick says Vivi and Luffy's bounty posters are the only ones Imu cut, so they're probably the biggest threats, at least to Imu, in my opinion, or in Imu's opinion. So if Elbaf and Luffy was a dead end, maybe he's going to Alabasta.
I don't think he cut Vivi's. He cut Luffy, Blackbeard, and a couple other people. He had Vivi's in his hand, like, yo, I need her OnlyFans link. Somebody send me that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Only Sands, bro. Never mind.
That's tough. That's tough.
Yo,
you gotta trademark
crazy,
that.
Bro.
Gotta trademark that.
Immediately.
I don't like that, though.
Expeditiously.
I don't like that. You're trying to say Vivi shit dry. I don't like that.
Wait, can I ask a question for everybody in the panel?
What's
Do you
up,
think even after all of this happens, let's say we get through all the acts of Elbaf, do you then think there's going to be a worldwide known bounty for Loki, or do you think he's still special?
I mean, he has a bounty. He has a special bounty. So
No, but I'm saying like a poster and everything.
Yeah,
like,
I think now he'll post it because now he's seen
after the Emu situation,
Yeah,
he
he's
should.
seen it. Yeah, he should.
And
so do you think it gets
a buff.
updated?
Yeah, Loki should get updated. He's probably gonna get a 3-point something bounty, while Luffy goes into that 4 threshold. And what's it called? And Zoro might get into that 1.5, 1.6, maybe 2. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think they're gonna go up after. I think the Straw Hats do go up after this.
So, and I asked you that for a reason. Do you think Ratataskar will get a bounty?
Hell no.
No? Damn, I thought they were gonna do the chopper treatment with him. All right.
I think Ratataskar will be in the photo with Loki. Like, Loki will be holding the hammer.
Or above his head?
That's crazy. Maybe.
That would be tough.
If it's the dragon form Loki, maybe. I don't think.
It's got to be dragon form, right?
I don't know. Like, you'd want people to recognize the actual human when they pull up, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? What if Loki just say, no, I ain't gonna go in my dragon form, even though he's never gonna do that. Loki's gonna be Loki.
Yeah, that's not.
I'm just saying
who that is.
Well, Frankie is Shogun, isn't it right now?
Frankie's the ship.
Yeah, he is a ship right now. I mean,
Yeah.
so it could be a
So
possibility.
it could be you could be right.
Yeah.
Loki's bounty could just be Ratataskar. Fuck it.
That would be tough.
It will upset
That would
him.
be tough. He got it. He has to battle Chopper for merch, so they got to do something with it.
Oh,
He's got
that panel with Loki. I mean, with Luffy
And this goddamn stream, please. If I have to hear about Chopper,
What is that a pro? They have to fight. What? Ree, am I wrong? They're not going to battle for merch?
Battle of the
You're wrong.
God,
Battle of the
please.
cuteness?
I don't need. Frankie's not cute. He walks around and
Bro, imagine a Ragnar pillow with Ratataskar's ears coming out of it. And you know how many people are gonna want that little pillow? That little
I don't need this anymore. We already have a merch. We already have a merch person. We don't need another one. God damn, please. Now you have squirrel people who love squirrels. Be like, I love squirrels too.
You're not about your money, bro.
Back to your corner. You need.
You're not about your money, man. That's money right there. That's merch.
Listen, I get it. I just don't need it. I don't need it. If you're gonna do it, go ahead. But just know I'm not buying any of that.
I'm buying a Ragnar pillow. If I
I'm
see
not
a
buying
Ragnar
nothing.
pillow with his face and the ears, I'm buying it. I'm sorry. I'm putting it in the back of my car and I'm gonna look at it with my Tony Chopper.
I need a pillow pet.
That was a dope. That was
Thank you. See, Fooly?
It converts and whatnot to the hammer.
Yes.
That would be.
Bro, that would be so tough.
The technology is terrible. Sorry.
Yes.
No.
Ragnar Clutch about to do numbers.
Then they got to make a Zeus pillow too.
And
They
this
got to make a
ring,
Zeus pillow.
And goddamn,
Ree, you wouldn't cop a Zeus
Ree's
pillow?
gonna buy that.
You wouldn't buy that, Ree?
It turns black
Ragnar
when
did
you
remind
get
me of
it.
Zeus.
Like,
Now that you mentioned it.
I'd buy a
Ragnar
Zeus
and
pillow.
Ragnar
I'm not
and
gonna lie.
See?
Oh God. Okay.
And instead of putting sand in it, you just put a bunch of the storm balls or whatever that Nami was feeding it. Just
Weather
to make it
eggs,
a little bit
man.
more. The weather eggs to make it more plush.
The black balls.
Yes, the black balls.
Here we go. Okay.
I was
All right.
All right. See, I do it too late. Don't you start talking about Sabo now. If we really want to do that.
So, gang, we good stream Wednesday 9 Central, 10 Eastern, spoiler stream for 1179. Be on the lookout. That is coming. Also, guys, Wednesday, be on the lookout for this interview that is dropping in the morning with Nkone Mamecha, the hybrid live action chopper. She came, it was about 45 minutes, but she gave a lot of insight to the set of the live action. So look out for that. That should be dropping at noon on Wednesday. So go watch it. I'm probably gonna do a premiere for that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think when it premieres and drops. So be on the lookout for that. Wednesday's gonna be a busy day. Other than that, yes.
I was gonna say, could I say something quick? So for all the people who are also here for the spoilers for me and Captain Nika, we have to get full 100% confirmation because even Nika could attest to this. There might be maybe a delay. Maybe they might. We got to see what they're doing full out with the spoilers and everything like that. So just give us like probably to the end of tomorrow to fully confirm everything. But we're hoping to, still be on plan for the spoilers on Wednesday.
Take everything with a grain of salt, spoiler readers. It is April Fool's coming up. So a lot of things could be said to be in the chapter that are not in the chapter. So even if you see a spoiler that's said to be in the chapter, just wait for the chapter. Okay, just wait for the chapter. TCB or Viz, just wait for the chapter. Even there's usually at least one wrong thing in most full summaries. So just take everything with a grain of salt, guys.
All right. Catch y'all on Wednesdays. See y'all later. Peace.